this, but I swear I was asleep the whole time. I was driving.
Yeah.
I made it there and made it back, but anyway.
Right.
Anyway, then I had to take a nap, and then I had to go do a whole lot of stuff.
So you got to go out and...
Why are you telling me this? Just do it.
No, I mean, you got to go out, and then we'll be back live.
Oh, go out and back live?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, if you're on the YouTube. People will start chiming back in, but...
oh, here we are.
Yeah, there we go. Like it never even happened. Like,
Yeah.
where'd everybody go?
Where'd everybody go?
Anyway, so let me get this back up here, and let me go up here. You know, it might have something to do with that interview thing that I do, that program.
You think so?
Seems like that happened before, but let's see here. Let me get my notes back up here. There we are.
Joe said, good morning again.
Yeah, good morning again.
And Beth says, I'm back.
I'm back. All right, let's see
Good
here.
morning, everybody.
Let's see here. Rick and Pat's Backyard Oasis in Williamsport, Maryland. Good morning to you guys. The northern headquarters of Tiki Man Radio, that is the Paradise Way Tiki Bar up in Indiana, home of Ed the Train Man, his beautiful wife Pat, and all of the grandkids, young Alec and the conductors, and everybody that does his show on Monday nights at 6 p.m. Eastern Island Time. The Beachy Shell Hideaway in beautiful Key West, home away from home for us when we're there. And, of course, the Beachy Shell Studios of B-Man and Misha, where they do their show on Friday nights.
Yeah.
So good morning to you guys. I hope you're doing wonderful. The Pond Front Patio in Ottawa, home of B-Dog and Lou. In the Legend Studio, the Southwest Florida Daddy-O Patio, the Seaside She Shed.
All right.
That is Tropical Dave and Beth Travers, rock star Beth Travers herself. So good morning to you guys. Hope you're doing wonderful. The Comeback Tiki Hut up in Minnesota, where you'll find the best mimosas on Sunday morning. You betcha. Shelley Forsythe and the crew. Good morning to you guys. And Z&G Patio in Memphis, Tennessee, home of our good friends David and Gina. The Tiki Balcony over in Sweden. Good afternoon to the Swedes.
Good afternoon. Ooh, I saw it was Eva's birthday recently, and she did a cold plunge off the back of a boat.
Really?
Yes.
Well, let's see here.
Now that's pretty crazy.
We got to do our happy birthday to the Swedes. Yeah, Eva. It's Eva, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, good morning to you. Happy birthday to you. Hope you're doing wonderful. And, of course, JoJo's Northeast Sea Shack in Medford, Massachusetts, just outside of Boston. We are streaming live on the Camys Grammy live cam. Hopefully everybody is back. And sorry about that little blip in the, I don't know what happened there.
Yeah, I don't know.
So we've had a lot of storms.
Yes, we have.
Let me finish this. We are streaming live on the Camys Grammy live cam. Please hit the subscribe button. Once you subscribe, you can get into the chat. And that may be why I think I saw Harriet say that she couldn't get into the chat. That may be why. You got to make sure you subscribe and hit the little bell. About 30 minutes into it, you can get into the chat. You can also listen to us on TikiManRadio.com on our website. I always encourage people to go to the website I spend 70,000 hours working on. For all information about Tiki Man Radio, our schedule, dates, like when is the showcase, when is the birthday party, all that stuff. It's all on there. Just go to our schedule and check it out. And, of course, if you are over on YouTube, please hit the like button. We get double likes this week.
All right. All right.
But anyway, what I was going to say was we've had a lot of storms. Obviously we've had more rain than we've had. I think we've had more since 1929, but the drama queen weatherman wants to say no, we just broke the record right down to the same amount of water we had in 1929. Won't say we got 12.06 or anything like that. That would be that's too much. And anyway, because of all that rain, it's a lot of trees, man. The ground is just soaked. Right, so the trees are falling down everywhere, and it's causing a lot of power outages.
Yes.
And so we can't do anything about that other than hope to goodness that June is here, and welcome to June, everybody, that That means we're
I
about.
can't believe today's June 1st.
I know, 6 weeks
Wow.
out from the summer party. That's why I was working my ass off yesterday.
Wow.
Got to get ahead of it. But
I need to hire somebody to help with my project.
yeah, so
Because you're not. You're too busy.
project is outside now. But anyway, we did have AT&T fiber optics ran in the neighborhood about 3 years ago.
Yes.
And so I switched that over to AT&T. And that seemed to work out really well with the streaming. I still have both, Xfinity and AT&T, and I was streaming all the TVs outside yesterday just to test everything. Worked beautifully with
I think you can.
Xfinity and AT&T.
I think you can go ahead and get rid of Xfinity.
Well, I don't know. Anyway, let's take care of our 10 o'clock sponsors.
Sunday Mornings with the Tiki Man is streaming live on the Camys Grammy Live Cam. Camys Grammy is the official sign company of Tiki Man Radio. If you're looking for a special sign for your event, your tiki bar, or just your backyard, or maybe you just want a flamingo in your backyard, reach out to Camys Grammy. Go over to TikiManRadio.com and click on the banner for Camys Grammy. Camys Grammy Live Cam, the official live cam of Sunday Mornings with the Tiki Man. Reif Rum is made with a sweet and smoky for the wise and the rebel. It's a rum that was created by and for everyone tired of the same old thing. For both the professional bohemians and the actual connoisseurs of good rum. It's for people who want to get out of their comfort zone. Unleash the rebel inside of you with Reif Rum. Sweet and smoky for the wise. Reif Rum, the official rum of Tiki Man Radio. Tiki Man Radio is proud to have Lake Winnie as its sponsor for Jukebox Saturday and the weekly Almanac with Tiki Jane. Lake Winnipesaukee opened in 1925 and is Chattanooga's oldest amusement park, celebrating its 100th year. Since the park opened, it's expanded enormously, including the Soka Water Park and many other thrilling attractions, with rides and attractions for the entire family. Lake Winnipesaukee is recognized as one of America's top 10 family amusement parks of all ages. It's time to get you happy on with Lake Winnie and Tiki Man Radio. The park is now open for the 2025 season. Keep listening to Tiki Man Radio, TikiManRadio.com, and visit Lake Winnie and get your happy on. You know, the biggest party of the year is the Tiki Bar Summer Party, and this year it's going to be on July the 12th, 2025, with musical guest Mark Mulch and his band from Nashville, with special appearance by Sam Rainwater and others to be determined. That's the 18th Tiki Bar Summer Party, July the 12th, 2025. Come on out and have a birthday bash with me. I'm not going to live forever, you know. Bring a plate, bring some beer, bring the Reif Rum, and have some fun. Right here at the old Tiki Bar in Harrison Bay.
Looking to buy or sell in Northwest Indiana? You better call Becky, 219-779-7215, or visit bettercallbeckyrealestate.com.
That's right. Better call Becky. She will hook you up. Northwest Indiana. She's a new sponsor for Get on the Peace Train with Ed the Train Man on Monday nights. All right. Who we got out there today?
Today.
You got to check both videos,
That's
I guess.
okay.
I don't know.
I've got them both. Don't you worry. Let's see. Today on Facebook we have Edward Contreras and Pat Contreras. They're out there. Good morning.
Ed the Train Man.
The Train Man. Good morning to you. And there's Michelle and Tim Myers. She said, Yahoo, it's a great day.
Absolutely.
And Johnny Rustler's out there this morning. Good morning.
Better get that cot ready for B-Dog and Lou. You know, they'll be pulling in there any time now.
Stop. And then we've got Graham Andrews is out there, and he said Nicole is busy making peach and blueberry cobbler. Very yum.
Gosh, man, I hadn't had a peach cobbler. And we didn't do blueberry. We did blackberry.
Yeah, I like blackberry's my favorite.
Yeah, blackberry cobbler.
It's my fave. Let's see. We got Z and G are out there. And
Morning.
Good morning. We got the beautiful Shawn Crawley. She is out there saying, good morning, Tiki family.
Good morning, sweetheart.
We got Tommy Gartrell. He is out there. Good morning. Good morning, buddy.
The Fishing King.
Yeah, good morning to you.
Yeah, good morning, brother.
And we got your beautiful daughter, Julie.
Yeah.
And she is out there.
Is she back?
Yeah, she's back. I got messages from her yesterday when she landed, and then when she unpacked her suitcase.
No, I mean back on the YouTube.
She's on YouTube.
Okay.
Well, this is on Facebook though.
Oh, okay. Well, good morning to you.
And so anyway, and then we got Dave Sines. He's out there saying morning, y'all, to Patio Daddy-O.
Okay, the Northwest Florida Daddy-O Patio of the Seaside She Shed.
That's right. And then we got Marty and Angela Gentry. Good morning to you guys.
Good morning.
Beth Haight is out there.
Yeah, good morning. Fins up to you, sweetheart.
Fins up for sure. And then let's see who else we got. We got Mark Mulch is out there.
Looking forward to having those guys. I got to, the next step, after I get I do everything in order, right? So I got to get the pressure washing done, which I did that all day yesterday.
Yes, you did.
And now I got to do the upper deck, and then I got to spray everything off one more time, and then I can start on the stage.
Yeah. You're still going to build the little extension?
Yes.
Ah, good grief. Okay. Well, I think we're kind of...
I'm thinking about turning the whole thing, facing the pool. Kind of at a catty corner.
Yeah.
I believe I can get the more space that way than bringing the stage over.
We'll see. Okay. Well, we got...
What could possibly go wrong?
Okay. We got Joey Wood out there. Good morning to you.
Morning to you, brother.
And let's see, Jason Whitler is out there.
Morning.
And Barry D. Jr. is out there. Good morning.
Morning, brother.
And let's see here. We'll catch one more of these and see who's on here. We got Andrew Dean saying good morning. Hope your Sunday is rocking.
Good morning,
Yeah.
Music Man.
Yeah. The beautiful Beth Travers, rock star herself. She is out there.
Good morning to you.
Good morning. Rick Hoffel is out there. He says good morning to the gang.
Yeah, good morning, brother.
Glenn Sontag is out there. Good morning to you.
Morning, Glenn.
Manny Rico is out there. And sorry, B-Dog's not here to do your name right.
Well, he's almost to Panama City. He heard there was a free room down there.
Stop
he's
it.
almost down to Panama City.
You're silly.
Well,
You're silly.
Tell me it's a coincidence. They make an announcement. We have found a house in Panama City, and we don't even know where the hell B-Dog is. Okay?
And then
Couldn't have planned it any better, but good morning to you, sir.
we've got Axie Lynn and Brad Lynn and little Ellie Faye are out there.
Good morning to you.
Good morning, you guys.
Yeah.
We got Patty Campbell and Tim
Wait a minute,
Campbell.
we got to do Ellie. We got to put that in there. There we go.
Of course. And we
Yeah.
got Patty and Tim Campbell are out there. Good
Morning,
to you
guys. Happy Sunday to you. Hope you're doing wonderful.
Good morning to Manalo. Good morning, my friend.
The music man himself, just turning out tunes after tunes after tunes.
All right. And then we've got, let's see, we got Joe Leo is out there. And I won't say his name because we're going to do that on the future video. His new name for his business.
Yeah, well, I don't think it's going to change that much. I think
It's on there, though. Cruise Planners.
Cruise Planners. Well,
So I did say it.
okay, you did say it, and so in case you don't know, all right, we gotta go down here and say that we don't get to do this very much, even though we've done it once already. Yeah, so JBL Travel Group will be making their announcement about their merger coming up on the Travel Minute at noon today. Yeah, there we
Yes,
go.
they
So
will.
very excited for Joe. And
Me too.
if I ever get this morning show going, I told him, I could be an agent for him. I now have 4 years experience in all-inclusive resorts.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. So then we also got Donna and Bob Cummings are out there. Good morning to you guys. We've got our producer, Monica, who is always
Always listening. Good morning to
out
you,
there.
sweetheart.
Yeah, let's see. We got Callie McCoy. It's early for you, Callie, but good morning, darling.
Yeah, happy Sunday to you. He's got some...
We were watching your videos, Friday night, I think?
Yeah, we were hanging out with Julie and just going through videos and
Old
stuff.
videos of our...
Surf's Up will be hosting a special guest this Tuesday. Let's see here. It's hard for me to read this on the screen. Junior Wilson, founder and president of Delta Veterans Group. Oh, very cool.
Oh, and we have a special guest popping in. We've got Marty Nickel. Good morning. He's
Our
on our
man.
YouTube. Good morning.
Man,
Good
we
morning,
sure are going to
friend.
miss you at the summer party, but
I
we'll
know.
see you down in Key West.
We will. We'll see you down in Key West. I'm excited for that.
Yeah, absolutely.
And let's see, we got Glenn Soika's out there. He said, "What's up, Tiki Crew?"
Yeah, good morning to you.
Good morning, everybody. And that's what I got for right now. That have.
Is that on YouTube as well?
Yeah, I did both.
Okay, you did both. Alrighty. Well, all right then. Well, let's get
Oh,
this.
wait. Sorry, one more. Dan Weir is listening, and he's driving.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's driving. So I got a different message for that.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Can't forget him. We'll never hear the end of it.
No, sir.
Just so you know, that normally happens too. We get ready to pull out of the driveway. Now, you got everything right? Yeah, I got everything. Whoop! Wait a minute.
Wait, I forgot one thing.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
kind of like those aliens, whenever they're coming to Earth, The dad's out in the spaceship, loading up the spaceship, saying, "You kids better pee. We're not going to stop at every planet we come to."
No, that was so funny. I love that little bit.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's get this day started off right the island way with some positive vibes. We're back. Make sure you hit that like button for the second time. We get double take this week. All right. Happy Sunday to you, buddy.
You're chillaxing with a Tiki Man. Tiki Man Radio, TikiManRadio.com.
Hey, excuse me? Can I ask you to put some some suntan lotion on my back real quick?
Absolutely, baby. Here you go. Get that for you. Sit back and relax and chillax.
I've been on the quest forever, clad in one night's evil armor. Well protected, I was clever, a real round table charmer. Never knew that I'd been hit, till the wound began to fester. Through the smoke and in the mirror, I watched a night become a jester. I made it through it all. I quit bouncing off the walls. I quit breaking all the laws. I quit smoking just because. I quit drinking for applause. Please don't get me wrong, I'm still singing for the song. And though I may not have a clue, I'm just doing what I do. I'm still singing just for you. I've been singing with the sirens, with my merry men behind me. And I've been looking like the devil for a miracle to find me. But the muse is on my shoulder, every chorus, every verse, knowing everything I told her was more a blessing than a curse. But I made it through it all. I quit bouncing off the walls. I quit breaking all the laws. I quit smoking just because. I quit drinking for applause. Please don't get me wrong, I'm still singing for the song. And though I may not have a clue, I'm just doing what I do. I'm still singing just for you. No, I may not have a clue, I'm just doing what I do. I'm still singing just for you.
Go grab me a beer.
A beer.
You good? You light? Are you light?
I'm good.
Is your beer light? It's okay?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm fine. I'm good.
All right. I'll be right back.
Till you came into my life. And these are the arms that long to lock you inside every day and every night. Girl, and here is the soul of which you've taken control. Can't you see I'm trying to show love is right? Oh, show and tell, just a game I play when I wanna say I love you, girl. So show me and tell me
everyone. This is Tiki Jane, and it is time for this week's Almanac. Brought to you by Lake Winnie, Chattanooga's oldest amusement park. It's time to get your happy on. Since opening in 1924, Lake Winnie has expanded enormously, including the water park and many other thrilling attractions. With rides and attractions for the entire family, Lake Winnie is recognized as one of America's top 10 family amusement parks for all ages. It's time to get your happy on with Lake Winnie. Lake Winnie is also the sponsor for Jukebox Saturday mornings, where we take you back in time with that old beach music every Saturday. And now for this week's Almanac. On this date in 2009, American comedian Conan O'Brien made his debut as host of The Tonight Show, NBC's long-running late-night talk show. However, he left after less than 1 year. Ted Turner's cable news network, CNN, headquartered in Atlanta, began 24-hour live news broadcasts this day in 1980 and gained worldwide attention in 1991 for its around-the-clock coverage of the Persian Gulf War. Blind and deaf American author Helen Keller died in Westport, Connecticut on this date in 1968. American motion picture star Marilyn Monroe, who became a major sex symbol and cultural icon, was born in Los Angeles in 1926. And now for some Tiki Man radio history. There are many memories and accomplishments over Tiki Man Radio's 10-plus years of radio. Here is just one. In 2018, the Tiki Man and Hippie Chick broadcast live from Tanya's Pub in Hickson, Tennessee. Greg and Tanya, who own the pub, was a sponsor of Tiki Man Radio during 2018 and longtime friends of the Tiki Man. That's your weekly Tiki Man Radio Almanac, brought to you by Lake Winnie, Chattanooga's oldest amusement park. It's time to get your happy on with Lake Winnie. I am Tiki Jane. See you on the radio.
That's right. And, Tanya's Pub, man, we had a good time going over there. And
Yeah,
doing
we
that.
did.
They kept our banner on the building long.
And I know
for a long time.
until they sold it. I know.
Until they sold the building.
I would like to say good morning to Jody from Camys Grammy.
Yeah, I think we missed her in the
I missed her
initial thing
somehow,
there. Yeah.
and Kevin and Angel Phelps. Good morning, you guys.
Good morning, guys. Happy Sunday to you. I hope you're doing fabulous. And let's see here if I can put this over here.
And
There we go.
B-Dog is back.
B-Dog is in the house. We
I'm
ratted
here
him
to
out.
defend myself now.
Well,
For your information, I have my own cot and a tent if I need it.
His own cot and a tent.
we ratted him out, and he heard us on the radio, so he turned around and came back from Panama City. And
You knew
so,
where I was going to be today.
He
actually,
went,
I forgot about it.
I told
but it
you
couldn't
he
have worked
forgot.
out any better. Couldn't have worked out any better, you know.
Yeah, it was perfect. You know, I enjoy hearing myself getting picked on. I just know, like, that's okay. Revenge is coming.
Oh, man.
So
Well,
B-Dog went out and ran 7 miles today
Well,
on the Little Debbie.
I participated in the Little Debbie 7-miler,
there you go.
and it was to raise money for the Medal of Honor Museum downtown.
Well, can we not plan these things on a Saturday? That's all I got to say.
Well,
Well, we
you
got to
know-
do a walk on a Sunday.
Well, Little Debbie folks, they're 7-day Adventists, so that's why they do things on Sunday.
That's their Sabbath on the 7th.
Saturday.
on
There we go.
Saturday.
That's why we do it on Sunday.
Okay. All right. Well, hopefully they won't have another one till next year.
But I was up bright early at 6 o'clock this morning, stretching, and off we went and got it done and over with. So.
Did he say he was running 7 miles? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Did you run or walk?
I ran.
You
He
ran
ran
7
today.
miles.
I did.
That's crazy.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not running anymore.
I'm not.
Unless something's chasing me, but I will walk 7 miles.
Well, after pressure washing all day, I had a hard time walking down the stairs this morning.
Yes, he did.
Okay.
He's
So
like, gosh.
I don't run fast, but I averaged 12 minutes and 24 seconds a mile. So
and how old are
good.
you?
54.
54. A couple more years here, you won't be running much.
I got passed by a 70-year-old, so I don't know about that.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Pat could probably, you know,
Well, Pat
Pat
can do
Contreras.
anything.
She's
Yeah.
a runner too.
Yeah. Don't play pickleball with
I
her. She'll
didn't-
wear you
I
out.
tell you what, when you were lining up don't overthink those old people thinking.
No, no.
Because it's really embarrassing.
But
though, when
Pat's
you're
not
out there
old,
and you're
but-
struggling, doing your best, and little old lady drives by and says, "Morning."
Yeah.
It's like, I hate you.
Yeah. I hate you. I hate you, Granny.
When I go do these things, I have no expectation of winning. All I want to do is finish and not finish last.
That's right.
And not finish.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. Well, congratulations. I'm glad you had a good run this morning. That's a lot, 7 miles to run. That's like from here to downtown.
It's one of the shorter ones I've done, believe it or not.
Oh, come on now. You're not doing 30-mile runs. You're doing walks, right?
Well, my first one I did walk-run. I did a half marathon. And then I've done a 15K, a 10K, a 5K, now 7 miler.
Okay. All right.
That's awesome.
Well, good for you. More power
Was
to
that
you.
out at the walk that you normally walk anyway this morning?
Today,
because that's close to a Little Debbie. That's part of it, right?
It started in Little Debbie Park this morning, and it was actually the exact route that I take every day. So
that's
it was a course that I knew well, but I did it for, like I said, it's to raise money for the Medal of Honor Museum downtown. So I did it for the charity.
Well, good for you, man. Congratulations. That's a good cause and a good thing to be doing for sure. We got Rob Hill going to be joining us here in about 10 minutes. He's got a brand new song, and we're going to play the video, a beautiful video that they put together. I mean, I'm not sure who did his video, but they did a fantastic job with it. But we're going to be playing that song and the video and get caught up with him. It's been a while since we've had him on the show. And it's been a while since he's had any new music out there, so we're pretty excited about that. Let's see here. So we talked a little bit about the internet change. We did the AT&T fiber optics now. That's what the wire is. It's in the driveway. They still got to come back and bury it. And so that seems to be working out pretty good here, and everything downstairs is running the AT&T fiber optics. You know, the guy comes in. I wasn't here. Julie was kind of in charge of it because she was upstairs working, and Julie's following him around. He comes in here and he's like, "Oh my God, I don't know if we got enough power or not for this, but
we need more power, Captain."
Yeah, we need more power, Captain. You may want to just turn it up a notch, okay? But so I kept Xfinity as well to run everything outside. I'm kind of unique that way. I got as many TVs outside as I do inside, if not
So now
more.
we have 3 internets.
Well, 3 counting yours.
That's right. Mine's for business.
Yeah.
It's upstairs. And so now we have 3.
And I have ordered a backup battery that lasts till 6 hours now. Because, the power with all these trees falling down because of lack of soil in the ground, because all the rain we've had, we've had as much rain as matches in 1929. We can't say there's a 12.006. We got to say, no, we hit the record. We matched it, because we're drama queens here with our news people. But for all of us that have been living the rain, we got more than 12 inches, okay?
We got more than 12 inches.
I don't care what they say. But June is here. Welcome to June, and hopefully everything will dry out, and then it'll get hot, and we'll be complaining about how hot it is.
That's right. And Edward just chimed in and said, hey, Pat is going to be 60 this year, but she's not slowing down yet. And that's for sure.
Not at all. Not at all.
I believe that. And let's see. There was... Okay, I said hello to Camys Grammy and Kevin, and we got Verona Corona that just chimed in, and she's still sick.
Oh,
I know. So
come on now.
I know.
Don't you think you milked this about as far as you can?
I was gonna say
I saw she had a picture of a monkey on her shoulder. She got the monkey flu.
Yeah, she got the monkey flu. She went down there and got the monkey flu.
Oh no, I had a little food poisoning issue, but it wasn't from the resort.
Well, that was 2 weeks ago, wasn't it?
Yeah, but then when she left and was flying back, she had that, and then she was at Lee's house and got some kind of other illness.
Yeah.
And
I think it's time we start putting her in a cage so she don't get hurt or sick.
Yeah. All right, I'm going to fix this. You guys talk amongst yourselves right quick while I fix this right quick.
Alrighty.
Okay.
Let's see here.
Let's see. Rod Hill's coming up next. Glenn Soyka. I'm out on a 5-mile walk right now, and I'm 63.
There you go. There you go.
Well, there you go, buddy.
I'm going to tell you right now, I'm doing things now in my 50s that I didn't do in my 30s. So, sometimes I wish I was doing it all along, and I wouldn't have been in
I know.
I would have been almost 300 pounds if I'd have been doing that stuff in my 30s. But
same.
But
I still
sorry.
do. Yeah, Verona's got a respiratory infection. That's what it is.
But yeah. But that's not the last one I got. I have another one coming up. It's the Chickamauga series. I got to do, and it's only a 4-miler coming up. So that will be the shortest race. But there's one thing I've learned. The shorter the race, the faster they move.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. So today was probably the fastest race I've been involved with, where they take off quick, and yeah. So, and you have people, like I said, you have people of all ages. You have kids all the way through to late senior citizens. Like I said, there were 70-year-olds out there, and they don't.
Everybody's
it's for all age groups. So I didn't finish last, and I finished before the first kid, believe it or not.
All right. Now that's
well, that was going to be my next question. Did you win? I mean, I can't drive from here to the mall without trying to win. So.
For me, winning is the fact I finished.
Yeah, and Patty Campbell just chimed in and said, "Hey, I'm 62 and I go to CrossFit 5 days a week." So
really,
she does. She lifts super heavy weights, and
you gotta be careful with that CrossFit.
Yeah, she's doing fantastic.
I was just seeing, Tim McGraw. He was big in that CrossFit.
Yeah,
and he's now had 2 back surgeries and had both his knees replaced. From doing all of that.
Well, personally, I like walking and yoga.
Yeah, okay.
That's my jam. Hiking, walking, yoga. That's my jam.
I started out walking.
I don't hurt myself too much.
And I've graduated to walk-run. So I walk the majority of it, but I walk Laura will tell you, I walk a pretty quick pace. Yeah. But then I've gotten in there where I incorporate bursts of running and then walking. So it's a little bit of both.
I see Tinkerbell chiming in there.
Good morning to Randy Lynn. He is also...
Good morning.
He's chiming in and he's saying... he's texting me separately.
Okay. All right.
Tink's in the British Columbia today doing the Canadian Rocky Mountains.
Hey, there you go.
Hey, that's cool.
There you go. Hey, we got about 35 of you out there. Hit that like button if you hadn't already. We got Rob Hill coming up here in about 5 minutes. So let's go ahead and take care of our 11 o'clock sponsors and get ready for him.
Are you looking for signs for your backyard oasis? Maybe for your tiki bar, or maybe you just want a pink flamingo in your yard. Well, let me tell you about Camys Grammys. That's what they do. Camys Grammys is just a beachy flamingo-loving girl from Wisconsin who's landlocked in Missouri and crazy about signs. Go over to TikiManRadio.com and click on the Camys Grammys logo and reach out to her. They custom fit signs to your order, made right here in the USA. That's Camys Grammys. Everybody needs a pink flamingo in their yard.
If you're thinking of investing in commercial property in Florida or moving your business to Florida, check out the Space Coast. The Space Coast is home to globally recognized companies in aviation, aerospace, electronics, and communications. At JM Real Estate, we have seen the Space Coast grow and develop. We know what is happening and know this is an exciting time for our area. The time is now for you to explore the Space Coast of Florida and start investing. Contact JM Real Estate and launch your commercial real estate investment on the Space Coast. Call us at 321-242-2882 or visit jmrealestate.com to learn more.
Alan Jacks Bowers in Mudcut South Studio is now Alan Jacks Bowers and MFG Records, all together under one roof. Jacks has worked with the best in the business all over the world. And if you're looking to take your music to the next level, you need to reach out to Jacks today. MFG Records, which is music for grown-up, and Alan Jacks Bowers, together at last. Reach out to Jacks today at alanjacksbowers.com and take your music to the next level. looking to get away to your secret paradise? Are you looking to come to Chattanooga? You've heard me talk about the beautiful city that I grew up in and the surrounding area here in Harrison Bay. Well, Golden's A-lure-ing Getaway is your secret hideaway. Just a mile and a half from the Tiki Bar, and our good friends the Goldens will take good care of you. It's safe, it's secure, and it's Tiki Man approved. When you use the code word Tiki Man, you get 20% off. Go over to TikiManRadio.com and click on the link for Golden's A-lure-ing Getaway and schedule your secret getaway right here in Harrison Bay. That's Golden's A-lure-ing Getaway. Tell them the Tiki Man sent you.
That's right, the Golden's A-lure-ing Getaway. And, of course, they're going to be taking good care of Mark Mulch and the band whenever they come here for the summer party.
Yes.
And looking forward to that. That's going to be a blast. And if you don't know by now, because we mentioned it last week, but if, we've taken down some of the old faded pictures that was up in the Tiki Bar, and we started replacing them with dollar bills. All right. So if you're a Tiki Bar member and you want to mail us something or whatever, you better get your spot in there quick. And we take all denominations, okay? So if you're up in Canada or whatever, we'll be glad to take that
all
as
currency.
well. Yeah,
Currency.
yeah.
Oh yeah, and
you're not
Verona.
gonna glue a $100 bill in there.
Yeah.
Oh, and
yeah,
Verona,
there
send us the
Just a
Canadian,
dollar.
and then send us if you still have a Colonies.
Yeah.
Yeah, because those were really pretty.
Did you guys bring anything back from the resort?
Let me see if I got we got a little bit of a dark
The
screen, but I'm
Verona
going to
did.
fix it. There we go.
I just used everything in American dollars.
I didn't know if you got any currency change to Roy's done or not.
Yeah, well, there we go.
I didn't, but Verona did, and their money is really pretty. It's called Colonies.
Oh, fair.
Colonies, okay. Well, there we go. All right, well, let's see if we can get Rob Hill in here, see if he can hear us. Can you hear us, brother?
I can hear you.
Hey,
Hey, Rob.
Welcome back to Sunday Mornings with the Tiki Man. And, man, I was thinking, you sent me that text the other day, and I was thinking, it has been a while since you got some new music out there, man.
Yeah, it's been almost 8 years. 2017 album Beach Town was the last thing I put out in the marketplace. And since then, I've been kind of more event-focused than product-focused.
I know that's right. We all have been event-focused. I mean, there's, this whole thing with what we do down in Key West, man, it's a year-long worth of planning. And I know all these events are the same way. I work with, we just finished our 10th year at Panama City Rendezvous, and those guys are just constantly working around the clock. It takes a lot to go into all these events.
It sure does. It's that's certainly something I learned, is that your first day of working on next year's festival probably comes before this year's festival, but if not before, right up at it.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Well, that's cool, man. I was so good and what a great tune this is. And I've got the video. We're gonna play the video as well. And I was pretty impressed with whoever put the video together for you. I mean, it's perfect.
Yeah, a guy named Connor Rubin of Mirror Room Media. Mm-hmm. Apparently, a Jimi Hendrix reference that was lost on me. Although he's a young guy, apparently, there's a biography of Jimi Hendrix called The Mirror Room, or something to that effect. And so he named his company after that biography, in tribute to Jimi Hendrix. But yeah, we had an amazing crew. It's like there were times when my actress was walking down the beach surrounded by photographers, people, gaffers, and there's just an entourage that's off the screen when those shots are being taken. So it was a welcome change from my history of music video making, where I'm mostly doing it on my own iPhone primarily, or doing some low budget 1 or 2 man crew in Mexico. Yeah. So we've gone from low to no budget to professional operation for this one.
Yeah, no, it came together really well, which is, I see a lot of videos come through here, and, just the art of matching up the voice or the lips with the music, is an art in itself, and it's perfect, so. Yeah. Well, give us the back story behind this right quick. Is this beach in the video? Is that the beach that's inspired by the song?
The song was probably the song was inspired by my own backyard, which is well, heck, I can probably show it to you a little bit here. For those on
Just rub it in. Oh yeah, beautiful. Look at that.
That's nice.
Here, let me pop it up on the screen here so everybody can see it really good. That's beautiful.
Oh yeah.
And where is this at?
This is Union, Washington, on the wrongly named Hood Canal.
Oh.
Wrongly named because a canal, if you remember from your, I don't know if that would be history or geography or English, a canal is a man-made waterway. The Hood Canal is not a man-made waterway, but Captain Hood or whoever it was that discovered it thought it would be good to call it a canal, even though it wasn't a canal. It's actually a fjord. A lot of us don't even know what a fjord is. I didn't know what a fjord is. But it's the only one in the mainland United States. Most of them are in Canada, Alaska, Sweden, Norway. That's where fjords are, where it's a narrow body of water separated on both sides by high ground.
Okay.
So we have the only fjord in the United States. And so this was the place where the literal inspiration came for the song, because we live kind of on a sandbar and an estuary at the bend of the Hood Canal. And so when the tide's low, it's like way low. It's hundreds of yards out. And when it's high, it's in our yard. And so I always thought of myself as a high tide guy growing up on Long Island and going to school a little bit in Southern California. I was a white sandy beach, ocean kind of guy.
Yeah.
And so I thought low tide, that's the time when you don't go to the beach, right? Nope, it's really here anyway. It's a time where you can sometimes look out the window and see 16 eagles in your field of vision, where the snow-capped mountains are out, where there's many, many species of land and sea animals, occasionally an orca, just driving by. And so came up with a whole new appreciation for low tide, literally, but more metaphorically. It's kind of the inspiration is kind of the idea that it's during the low times in life that we find out what we're made of, that we learn about our strength, our faith, our perseverance, our character, basically. And the hook line in the song is about writing your name in the sand. And so I think that it's at low tide. It's a low times in your life when you write the story of your life, because that's where you find out who you are.
That's perfect. That's beautiful, man.
Oh, thank you. Well, it's a long time coming. It was inspired originally by a pastor who said it in a different way. He would talk about how we learn things and we accomplish things during the challenging times, and that the greatest opportunities in our lives come to us looking like these massive problems.
Yeah.
And he says, if you can fill in the blank in the sentence, "It took courage for me to blank," that is the story of your life. And so it's kind of the same concept here, is like you never want to ask for them, but those challenging times and those obstacles and those things that look like giant problems are often the biggest blessings and the biggest opportunities of our lives.
Yeah, my daughter was in town this week, and we were watching Bob Ross, right? And, the old saying, we don't make mistakes, we have happy accidents. And that's still true today. And some of the so-called mistakes or happy accidents, whatever you want to call them, is also when you learn. That's when you learn something. You just learned either what not to do, or you learned something about yourself that you could do.
Yeah, I mean, if you think about it, whether you're selecting a friend or somebody you admire, or whether you're hiring an employee, what you want is the person who, when faced with adversity, comes through. And so certainly that's a quality that's admirable in others, and something that we should build and seek out in ourselves.
Yeah, absolutely.
One other thing before you play the video, in a purely National Geographic and cinematographic comment, the video was filmed at Ruby Beach in Northwest Washington, near the town of Forks, which was the center of all the Twilight movies. So
I
they have
love
some.
that.
I don't think
Yes.
I don't think there's any scenes right on Ruby Beach, but the neighboring beaches are some of the scenes of Twilight. But more currently and more importantly, Lonely Planet just April of this year named Ruby Beach one of the 25 best beaches in the world, and named it the best beach in the world for tide pools and beachcombers. And it's the only beach in the U.S. that made the list of the top 25, and so that makes this beach. Coincidentally, we'd already chosen it as a location, but this beach is America's best beach, and not in the hey, this is a good place to come lay down a blanket and have a picnic and
we don't want everybody listening to all of a sudden flock over there and ruin it for you. You know what I'm saying? But
it's the best beach.
It's too late. I'm gonna not to insult anybody here, but I'm guessing that Lonely Planet magazine has more influence on travelers than Tiki Man Radio.
Doesn't it?
Yeah. I was gonna give you the compliment. Because of you, it is now the best beach in the world to go to. That's what I was gonna give you the compliment.
Oh, thank you. Anyway, if you are in the Northwest, it is. Like I said, it's not the beach that I grew up in. When I first moved out here, I used to say Washington is the worst beaches I've ever seen. But that's because I grew up on Long Island, where a great beach was like one that had sand as far as the eye could see. That's a great beach. But this one, as you'll see in the video, is just incredibly scenic and beautiful.
Well, let's go ahead and play the video so everybody can see it, and we're going to put you back in the green room, and we'll come back to you after the video, okay?
Okay.
All right, here we go, everybody. Let me go back over here, put everybody in the green room. We'll go down to the video, and here we go.
When the crowds have disappeared, buying cotton candy and souvenirs, I'll be looking underneath the pier for mine, searching the high side of low tide. Find what I'm looking for when the waves give up the shore and leave the treasures of the ocean floor alone. Ain't no ship that's coming in, but tomorrow I'll be here again at the deep end of emotion, skipping stones and walking the high side. When the tide is rolling out, that's the moment I can proudly write my name down in the sand. And it's good to be alive when you're living on the high side find what I'm looking for when the waves give up the shore, and all the treasures of the ocean floor are mine. Here on the high side, on the high side, living on the high side, low tide.
And the crowd goes wild. And let's see here. Let me get back over here.
That was a great video.
It's a great video. They did a fantastic job of it. And I got to tell you, man, when you sent that to me the other day, I'd had a long day. And I was in my recliner, and you sent it to me, you know, and I listened to it. And the first thing that came to mind was that it's like a second wind. It's almost like you've got your second wind song, you know. And if somebody's coming out of a difficult time, or you've had some challenges or whatever, there is that moment where you get up and you breathe and you're like, okay, I'm gonna be okay. And such a great job, man.
Thank you. Appreciate that. I have to give credit to that song was co-written by or with Eric Erdman and Caitlin Cannon, and that all came about at the Peace, Love, and Union Songwriter Festival last year, where I checked in on an iPhone note that I had that was probably 2 or 3 years old that said the high side of low tide, and it's just been sitting there all this time. Of course, Eric Erdman is a songwriting machine, and so not only what the two of them contributed to the song, but also what they brought out of me, because for whatever reason I was, stagnating on the idea rather than advancing it, and so it was a good experience co-writing, and also very fortunate to have Brandon Bush of Sugarland and worked with musically worked with John Mayer and Megan Maroney, among others, and Train. Producing the record. So it's great to have not only his talent, but also his resources of great musicians. And so I think they did a really good job too.
Yeah. We got to spend some time with Eric down in Panama City this year. It was the first time he played there. And we were interviewing him, and we were talking about the fact that they are singer-songwriters, and then they are songwriter-singers. And Eric is definitely the songwriter and performer, right? And he's such a talent, but that's his real passion, you know. Aaron Scherz is kind of the same way. But we had such a good time talking to him about it, and such a deep lyric writer.
Yeah, he's among the best. His song, of course, you probably know his song 12 Notes and 26 Letters is maybe the best song about songwriting that's ever been written. It's just brilliant.
Yeah, absolutely. And, of course, we just got back from Costa Rica, and we were down there, and the beaches in Costa Rica are kind of like ash, right? You know, from
volcanic,
volcanic ash. And we're walking along, and low tide, you can definitely walk on the beach a lot better down there on low tide. But I was thinking about that walking on the beach when I was watching the video. And, that's also when Mother Ocean gives up her treasures, right? And I thought it was kind of, I'm not sure you meant it to be this way, but in the beginning where she's walking along the beach looking for something or whatever, and you discover a guitar, and pick it up. That's a really good way of putting that together. I don't know if it was meant that way, but it looked that way to me.
It's funny that you make that observation, because originally the idea was, what if I'm walking the beach?
Oh, look, a guitar.
Okay, which one of my guitars do I want to throw into the Pacific?
Exactly. Yeah. So it's not very good for a guitar. I see a lot of people taking pictures of them standing in the the Gulf or whatever with a guitar, and I'm like, man, that's not going to do well for that guitar. But anyway, but it was put together great, man, and it's such again, I think it's more of a that kind of song reaches people when they need to hear something. At a moment in their time, and that's something that's long lasting, and you did such a great job with it.
Thank you. That's another great observation. It's like, and I even have been surprised by, just in the couple of days since it's been released, I've gotten messages from people who said, "Oh my God, I really needed this song today," or "I have a friend who really needs to hear this song today."
Yeah,
is it okay if I forward it to them? So yeah, it's that's really super gratifying as a songwriter. It's not, okay, it'd be great to have 10 million views and 50 million listens on Spotify or whatever it takes to make $1 these days. But to hear from one person, hey, you really moved me, or you helped me, or you touched me in some way. That's in some ways that's even more rewarding to hear it.
Yeah. Well, it's the song that gives back to you because it inspires you. Like, well, first of all, I can really do this and I'm good at it. Number two, it inspires you to do more, So it's the song, a good song will give back to the songwriter in ways that we won't even understand.
Oh, you are a man of much wisdom.
Well, I wouldn't go that far,
Grasshopper.
Well, buddy, I really appreciate it. You're always welcome here. I hope you know that. And, tell everybody how they can get the music so we can at least make pennies here, as you say, on this. But I know it's a life-changing song, but we want to get the music out there as well, and how they can see the video and all that good stuff.
They can look for me, Rob Hill, on Spotify Music, or they can look for me at Rob Hill on Apple Music, or they can look for me, Exit 104 Media, on YouTube, and that they can also search on the name of the song, High Side of Low Tide. And they can go to my Facebook Rob Hill Music page, which would enable them to find links to find all those other things if they can't find them that way.
Yeah. Well, Rob Hill, really appreciate you joining us this morning, man. And I'll take this video and I'll cut it out separate, and it'll be on YouTube as well. That way, if you want to share it with anybody, you can do whatever you want to with it, okay?
Thank you. Thank you, guys.
Yeah. Thanks. Rob Hill's joining us, and thank you so much, man. Great job. And it's such a great tune, and I hope you enjoyed that. And I really do believe that is kind of, a second chance song. That's for somebody that's been through some changes in their life, and you come out of it with a second wind, and you're ready to rock.
And tune in positivity by tuning in to Tiki Man Radio. What could possibly go wrong?
Won't you join me on a trip around the world? There's a new adventure waiting around every curve. It's so much better with you by my side, like Christo Colombo, who sailed the 7 seas. We can go wherever we please. Life is a teacher, and there's so much to learn. Whatever I take away, I'll give back in return. We'll greet each new day more worldly and wise, like Earhart and Lindy, who rode atop the breeze. We can stop wherever we please. A modern world that has no borders is opened up many places that I just have to see. There's no explaining, and I'm not complaining, 'cause I got you to share it all with me. And we won't stay forever. We've got people and places to see across the sea. I've seen the street life from the cafes of France. Been down to Argentina to do the tango dance. Don't know the language, but I know what to say on a West Indies island or cruising through the Keys. We can go wherever we please. A modern world that has no borders is opened up to me. So many places that I just had to see. There's no explaining, and I'm not complaining, 'cause I got you to share it all with me. And we won't stay forever. We've got people and places to see across the sea. Across the sea, you and me. Across the sea, across the sea, across the sea,
From the Paradise Way Tiki Bar in Indiana to your Tiki Bar, Tiki Man Radio is your soundtrack of summer.
I've got the world on a string, sitting on a rainbow. Got that string around my finger. What a world, what a life I'm in love. I've got a new song I sing, I can make the rain go anytime I move my finger. Lucky me, can't you see I'm in love? Life's a wonderful thing, as long as I hold that string. I'd be a silly so-and-so if I should ever let you go. I've got the world on a string, sitting on a rainbow. Got that string around my finger. What a world, what a life, I'm in love. life's a crazy thing. Long as I hold that string, I'd be a silly so-and-so if I should ever let you go. I've got the world on a string, sitting on a rainbow. Got that string around my finger. What a world. Man, this is the life. Hey, now, I'm in love.
You know what this town needs?
What's this town need?
Well, in some parts of it, I feel like it needs an enema, but this town needs a good blues jazz club.
Yeah.
You know, it really does. It needs I love jazz. I love blues.
Surprised we don't have one here.
Well, you know, and I don't know why. I mean, we were over at our Davis Wayne's restaurant. We took Julie over there the other night.
My favorite restaurant.
Got to sit on the couch for the very first time.
Oh.
Yeah. We've
Well, I
always
heard
sat
you're
at
now
the bar.
a VIP there.
Well, they do recognize us when we come in, and we had a great story. You want to tell the story there, Hippie Jake, with the?
Oh yeah. So one of the owners came up and said, "Hey, you know, I had a friend from New Jersey that was watching you guys on YouTube, and they said, you know, it was when I was wearing one of my Davis Wayne shirts. Yeah, the Davis Wayne shirt, and we were talking about the restaurant anyway, and they were like, look at that. And then the connection, you know, it was a friend of hers from New Jersey that was watching our station on YouTube and then saw that we had that had a Davis Wayne shirt on it.
So when they coming on as a sponsor?
That's what I want to know. Yeah.
Well, I would love to have them as a sponsor, and I reiterated that to her, one of the owners the other day, is that you know, we've invited you guys to the studio.
You need to come.
You need to come because now
There's proof positive we get noticed.
You have people that come in and say, "Hey, I heard about you on Tiki Man Radio." You couldn't ask for anything better. But honestly, we love the place, and
we love the ladies. We love the food. It's a great atmosphere.
Yeah, and we took Julie there, and so they have a couch. I guess it's more of a love seat, but it's a leather love seat, and it has a table and then two chairs on the other side of it or whatever. And so Julie and I sat on the couch.
Julie's correcting you, by the way.
What is she correcting me?
She says it wasn't a friend. It was a random person that only came in because of the show.
Oh, okay.
The owner did not know the person.
Oh, okay.
All right.
So I got that wrong.
Well,
leave it to Julie. Attention to detail.
Well, a teacher.
A teacher.
Yeah. Nope, you're wrong.
Where's my red pen?
Yeah. Where's my red pen?
Also, when we're in a restaurant, I can only hear half of what's being said.
That's true. That's true.
So,
but we had a great time, and the meal is fantastic. If you ever go to Ottawa and you're staying here, and you go, and you're going to, you're staying there, and you can, and again, people really need to visit our website. There's a lot of information over there. Places to stay. Has all the hotels. If you're coming to the summer party, it tells you the hotels to stay at close to the Tiki Bar. And that happens to be in Ottawa.
Ottawa is a nice area. It's where I live.
Yeah, mainly because I don't want to bring you through the other end of 58 from Hickson to come in that way. So I want to bring you through the nice part and all that good stuff, So check out Davis Wayne's. We love those girls. We love the food. And the food is just fantastic. I've never had a bad meal there, but
never.
I ordered the filet, and they brought me I had to take the vegetables off the plate to make room for the steak. So,
it was so big. He had to. Yeah, I've never seen a fillet that big, but that was pretty awesome.
One of these days we'll have to go there and check it out.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
It's food for the soul.
I say all that to say they always have jazz playing in there. They have some local performers that come in and play. Sometimes it's a guy that just has a bass, and he's playing and singing. This time it was a couple that was in there. First time we saw them.
Yeah, they were doing some standards.
Yeah. So we need a blues and jazz club in here. If I win the lottery, I'm going to buy Island Cove, and
turn that into like a speakeasy.
Get rid of that damn Mexican restaurant. Worst Mexican restaurant in town, by the way.
True.
And I mean, it just blows my mind. Why would you have a restaurant on the
water?
On the water.
Mexican restaurant.
It's a Mexican restaurant. I mean, you should be,
seafood.
Seafood at best. I mean, it's crazy.
Or even what we have locally, like trout and catfish.
Yeah, what a missed opportunity that is. Should be a tiki bar.
Julie says they brought you the whole cow.
They did bring me the whole cow. Yeah, and it was fantastic. I loved every bit of it. But if you hadn't it looks like most of you have hit the like button out there, but if you hadn't already, please do so. And that's the one on the left, by the way.
Well, lose a wake, so we should be good.
We should be good. All right. Yeah, I heard y'all talking about that on your show.
Yeah, we was joking about it. She denies it, though.
Yeah, she denies it.
But, there's the evidence. You was just going to say.
If she's up, man, we're good. We're good. I don't believe she can see.
Well, I can't.
She can't.
I can't see.
I'm constantly telling her, why don't you put your glasses on?
I know Lou pretty well. I don't believe she can see when she rolls over and touches screens on her phone there. And Honey was here last week, right?
Yes, she was.
Yeah, had a great weekend.
The beautiful Sean Curley's chiming in.
I have a great seafood restaurant. What is that? I'd have a great seafood.
I would love
a great seafood restaurant.
I would love a great.
Talk about can't see.
Like we need to get lost. Yeah, I know. Well, it's kind of it all blends in here.
Yeah.
So y'all know what I'm looking at here. Y'all are like, what the hell is he talking about? So I've got this iPad here.
Himself.
Yeah, I got this iPad and it's sitting next to me, and that way I can keep up with the.
That's okay. We need to get you the bold print, the big bold print.
Yep. Well,
Yep.
I probably could.
You are getting over the hill.
I am. Listen. I'll be the first one to admit it. I was out there yesterday.
I can't wait for the summer party because I bought stuff specifically for you for this birthday.
Oh, okay. Well, we talked about next year is going to be Tim Myers and my 60th birthday.
Yeah.
And we talked about going down to Key West and jumping out of an airplane for some reason. Mainly because it's close to my cemetery spot.
And you talk about that I'm crazy?
Well, he's like, I want to go skydiving. All right, hold on just a minute. Now I'm going to...
What are you doing?
And it's like if you didn't wear sunglasses inside, you could see better.
No, that's not it. There's too many damn cords. But anyway, so we talked about going skydiving. I'm like, I'd love to do the skydiving because they do that in the Keys.
The tandem, yeah.
Yeah, where you're going over the water. I'm like, that'd be pretty cool. At least I feel better about
that way
hitting the
when
water.
you die with a splash.
That's right. Came in with a splash, went out with a splash. So maybe we got to put that deal together and try to figure that out. But
more power to you.
Maybe go down on a weekend or something and do the skydiving thing. And
speaking of which, I see Golden is celebrating double nickels today.
Yes, we talked about it earlier in the show that it was his birthday today. And
congratulations, buddy.
Yeah, and double nickels, huh? And
double nickel.
And of course, it was the first time we've been able to use his wife actually dancing to his birthday. Yeah,
love it.
Yeah,
which they're down. Looks like they're fishing and things and stuff. So,
well, she's supposed to be back, isn't she?
Are they back?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. They went down to the Keys
I
with
sent
a
her
Boy
a
Scout.
message. I said, "Are you back yet?"
Yeah.
No response yet.
No response.
Well, they did go.
May not.
Didn't they go to Key West? I mean, it is kind of hard to get your butt back from the Keys.
Well, I think they were in.
They were in
Islamorada.
They did not go to Key.
Oh, they didn't make it to Key
we didn't
West?
raise enough money, but we raised enough money that the kids are able to do some extra stuff. And
That's
she did
good.
put up a lot of stickers. She sent me pictures of that. I need to post all those. It was a busy week, and like I said yesterday, I spent all day outside. It's first sunny day. It's hard to pressure. People like, well, all that rain. Why don't you pressure wash in the rain? Well, it's hard to see what you're pressure washing if it's raining. So you got to have some dry stuff there. So, but yeah, we do need a good seafood place here in town, and but we need a jazz club, man. We need a jazz club, blues club. That'd be fantastic.
Hey, Ray, the roadie's out there. He said his bucket list is to skydive down there.
Well, there you go. Maybe we can get a whole group together and get a discount. Tim and I are going to use our seniors discount.
Have you gotten your AARP card yet?
Not yet. I'm holding off till I'm 60.
I keep getting emails from them going, if you would just get your card, you'd get these benefits. I'm like, nope, not yet.
Well, I feel like, when I do turn 60, I'll get something from them and say, well, this is our 10th anniversary of sending you mail.
Because they do. They start right as soon as you turn 50. Boom.
Damn
AARP.
right. There's somebody somewhere tracking that day, putting down X's on a calendar. So when you turn 50, you get it right away. But
Lou was sad the day
Ray
she
says I'm
received
there.
hers.
Do what?
I said Lou was sad the day she received hers.
Oh, did she? Yeah. Well, it's always depressing when it happens. You're like, what the hell's going on here? And then later, when you're looking for your reading glasses to read the mail, you don't realize what it is. And then you're halfway through it before you go like, damn it, they got me. That looked like a pretty good deal.
and they're always trying to sweeten the pot with, how about we give you a pill organizer?
Yeah, a pill organizer. Yeah. A free brace for your knee, and you're like, ooh.
I think I could use that.
Upgrade to the luxury bathrooms when you're on vacation. Oh, ooh.
A premium back massager? Yes, please.
Yes. Yeah. Lord have mercy. But, so Hippie Chick, this is right up your alley. I screenshot it this morning so I can remember to talk about it. So the Aurora forecast.
Yes.
Powerful G4 solar storm is expected to strike Earth Sunday night. It will be strong enough that the northern lights can be visible on camera all the way down to the Gulf Coast.
Fantastic. Is that this Sunday, today?
That's today.
So what time is it going to be best?
Well, I knew he was going to get into details. I don't know. They just said tonight.
I'll have to look it up.
So
I'll have to stay up and go out
be able
and
to see the
take
northern
pictures.
lights, which is rare for us.
It is very rare.
And so there's always, the meteorologists are all waking up, and they're like bears coming out of a cave. And so the hurricane, today marks the first day of hurricane season. Yeah, we just got to. Yeah, that's bad. But anyway, there's already Tropical Storm Alvin down in Mexico. Expected to stay a tropical storm, downgraded to a tropical depression upon landfall in Cabo San Lucas, Mexico, on June the 1st. So the seas are getting a little angry out there, but hopefully we, as we always do, always look forward to a calm hurricane season.
There you go.
And hopefully it will remain that. But I thought you'd get a kick out of the northern lights, so be able to see that.
Absolutely.
It's actually all the way across the United States.
Very nice.
Yeah. Can you see that?
I can.
Can you see my hand?
I can.
Rick the Stick said he wants to go skydiving too.
Well, there we go. Maybe we can get a group together, and I know we got to go to Key West to do it, but that was my only request. I actually said maybe hang gliding. We have a beautiful hang gliding facility here off the top of Lookout Mountain.
Yeah,
and maybe we can do that too.
No.
Will they do that in tandem?
Yeah, but no.
Okay. I'll jump out of an airplane, but I ain't doing that thing with the wings.
Let's just say, I have watched and seen those go wrong. Mm-mm.
Yeah. Well, anyway.
But Rick did say AARP finally got him. The lure was they gave him a discount on his cell phone.
Well, they keep trying. They are relentless, them sons of bitches. Yes, they are relentless on the discount.
They're like, everybody's got a price. We will get you.
Yeah. It's kind of like when I went through the Crystal, right? We went through the Crystal. And by the way, if you didn't know, there's a Crystal app. Okay? Did you know all these restaurants have apps?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. But my daughter taught me this the other day. Last weekend, we ordered Crystals we got 750 of them for the Tiki Bar. And I was like, it's going to take you a while because, I wish there was a way we could order ahead of time. Right? And she's like,
there is.
There is. We just ordered it on the app. And I'm like,
what app?
What app? Sure enough, she ordered them the way she wanted them. And when she got there, she's like, I'm here to pick up my crystals. Went right through. She's back in 10 minutes. I'm like, how'd you do that? Well, I ordered on the app. And then we were talking about Chili's, right?
Yeah.
Now, I'm not a big fan of Chili's, but they have the best chips and salsa, the endless chips and salsa. Apparently, when you download the app, with a $5 purchase, you get the free chips and salsa.
No kidding.
So I'm thinking, all right, order my sweet tea.
There you go.
Bring me my chips.
One of my new favorite restaurants downtown is the Blue Moose.
The what?
The Blue Moose.
The Blue Moose. What is the Blue Moose?
The Blue Moose Burger and Wings.
Okay.
It's in the old Texas Roadhouse over there off of Shallowford. Good place.
Yeah, Kevin's told us about it.
Yeah. They have great, if you want a good burger, they have great burgers.
Yeah? Well, I go to Highway 58 for that.
So
58 burger.
You can even have a combo of burger and wings. So you can't decide, have both.
Yeah, Kevin Phelps has told us about that place. We were going to go to Fuji, and I don't know why. Daughter's in town, let's go to Fuji. And, because the hippie chick comes to me, and, we've been out of town.
Well, I'm like, what do you want to eat?
Yeah,
I have to defrost the meat.
Yeah, we've been out of town.
This drives me crazy. Like, this is a
it's
contentious
7:30
thing
in the morning. What do you want to eat tomorrow night?
No, tonight. Any night. I'm like, this is what we have. What do you want me to defrost?
I'm done with the chicken. I'm not eating any more damn chicken.
Well, you're going to today.
Went and got my hair cut and a damn feather fell out. Okay, I'm not eating any more.
You're going to today.
Not eating any more chicken. So, she comes to me and says, "Listen, I've got old frozen weenies."
I don't have weenies, by the way. I don't usually buy them.
Or a buffalo butt. What do you want for dinner? And I'm like, I think we'll just go out to eat. Julie's in town. It's her last night. Let's go out to dinner. So
you wear me out.
And then later in the day, I thought, well, Davis Wayne's would be kind of nice. Let's go there instead of Fuji. And boy, they were happy about that. Chili's chips and salsa. This is why I have the app.
Yeah, that's what Jody said.
Yeah, I didn't know they had all these. I mean, I knew they had apps, but I didn't know they were perks.
Oh,
right?
there's perks for everything on every app.
Yeah. Well, I'm learning. I mean, even McDonald's and all this other stuff. I hardly ever eat McDonald's.
I do that. I do it at McDonald's. It's nice where you can just order and then pull up and they bring it out to you and. Yeah. You're good to go. But you got, every once in a while, we don't go to McDonald's very often, but for some odd reason, I always have some points to get something for free. Yeah.
Well, I have noticed that it's different now if you go through the drive-thru, right? So you like Taco Bell, there's a very friendly voice that comes on the speaker and says, "Are you ordering on the app today?"
It's AI.
And I say, "No, I'm not." And next thing you know, "What can I do for you?" I'm like, what happened to the nice voice?
Yeah, Taco Bell has actually installed AI to answer the initial answer on their video box. It's just weird.
Well,
it's weird.
But welcome to the future, I guess.
And you get points, and she's all about it. She's got 750 apps on her phone. She don't order anything from anybody that don't have an app.
There you go.
It's kind of like me and menus. Like if I go in a restaurant and they don't have a menu,
a paper menu,
I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah, because now you go in.
Because we can't see it on our phone.
I don't want to look. I don't want to,
scan a code,
QR code.
I don't want to do that.
See the menu. All right, quit being so damn cheap and bring me a menu.
Yeah.
Well, they started that during the COVID.
Right.
And
so people wouldn't touch the menus.
What? We could save $3,000 a year if we don't print up these menus. Not for me. I won't be back if you don't have a damn menu. Okay? I'm not going to scan it and then try to, focus in on it. All that good stuff. That's not happening.
Well, even at our beloved Ryu resorts, you have to scan the menu. Mm-hmm. At the specialty restaurants.
That's
the buffet
true.
is just the buffet. It's everything.
But generally, they have a menu out on the wall before you go in.
Yes.
I'd stand out there and look at it. We're waiting on Joe to confirm next year's Escape to Paradise, which is we have selected the Bahamas, Paradise Island, adults only. And everybody should be happy about that, because even though that wasn't adults only in Costa Rica, we had very little problems. Just like we talked about that time of year.
We had very little children. Yeah, that time of year.
They almost stand out. Like, what the hell? You don't send your kids to school. What's going on here? They ought to be in school.
Not everybody is in school at the same time all around the world.
I know, but they ought to be.
Not everybody.
Anyway, so we're going to the Bahamas, and that is the tentative dates. And the reason those dates are very important, May 13th through the 20th, is because it coincides with the upcoming Memorial Day weekend. So you got a couple, we do Wednesday to Wednesday. So when you get back, you got a couple extra days there before the Memorial Day weekend. If you plan ahead, you get about 12 days off like I did this year. So that's why we do it that way. All right.
Very nice.
And JBL Travel Moment coming up here at noon, where he's going to make the announcement about his merger with the new company and what that entails and all that good stuff. So we're going to have that coming up here at 12 o'clock. Right?
Right.
What else is going on? So we got the tiki bar all cleaned up, and 60 gallons of that stuff I spray on it to loosen up all the dirt from the winter.
Yeah.
And then I have to pressure wash that off, and it creates this little film that
it's because it's bleach.
Yeah, because it takes a little bit. But the problem is that I have a really big deck. Okay,
the biggest in the neighborhood.
I have the biggest deck in the neighborhood, and it takes. You're supposed to put it on there and wait about a minute and then wash it off, right? Well, that's for people that have this little bitty thing out back. Not what I've got. It takes longer to put the stuff down, and then it takes 20 minutes to get back with the pressure washer. And by that time, it's built up a little bit, and it takes a little bit to pressure wash it off. If that makes any sense.
I almost bought some for the pool for the summer party, but then I thought you'd say no.
What was it?
It was a bull, a floating bull that you could ride.
Oh no! Yeah, no. We had a unicorn and a flamingo, and
Well, the
I
cool
think
thing
both
about
of
this
those
is
have died.
this one is you get on it and it's got a ring around it so people can shake it and try to throw you off of it. Make it actually a bull ride.
I do need some more.
No.
Yeah, no.
That's all bad.
Yeah, no.
Everything to do with that is bad.
Yeah, no.
But anyway, so we got JBL Travel Moment coming up here next with a major announcement. So I love that tune, Wherever We Please. Bill Crawley's last tune. It's such a beautiful tune.
That's my favorite.
All right. Well, let's get ready here, coming up here at noon. But right now, let's go do a little fishing with Jimmy Parrish.
Smoking down the coast of the Abaco Islands. All I wanna do is throw a dark line around a piling. We've been sailing for 20 hours, a bucket 8 to 10. We're gonna leave the world behind, who knows when. Living like the natives do, all summer long, yeah. We're trolling down the hole in the wall. We'll be back before long. Let's go fishing. Let's go fishing. Let's go fishing. Let's go fishing. It's good to be back home in Marsh Harbor town, sitting on the bridge with my eyes glued to the palm trees all around.
'cause we like the islands in the heat of the summertime. 'Cause we'll be dragging baits tomorrow on the ocean till the sun don't shine. Living like the natives do, all summer long, yeah. We're trolling down the hole in the wall. We'll be back before long. Let's go fishing. Let's go fishing. Let's go fishing. Let's go fishing. Conch fritters in the afternoon at the conch crawl. Sipping on Coke and rum, watching the sun go down. Well, it'll be another year till we come back here, but catching them marlin is the only way to steer. So meet me right here next year. How does that sound? Living like the natives do, all summer long, yeah. We're trolling down the hole in the wall. We'll be back before long. Yes, we'll be back before long. Let's go fishing. Let's go fishing. Let's go fishing. Let's go fishing. Let's go fishing.
Time for the award-winning JBL Travel Minute with Joe Leo with JBL Travel Group. JBL Travel Group is the official travel company of Tiki Man Radio. You can reach out to Joe at 732-831-5200. And now get ready to learn something new about travel. Take it away, Joe.
Good morning, everybody. It's Joe Leo with the JBL Travel Group with this week's Travel Minute. And this week, what I want to do is I want to make a big announcement. So this week, actually on Monday, after my meeting in Florida last week, the JBL Travel Group has signed the contracts and are now part of the Cruise Planners franchise network. So we're still going to be the JBL Travel Group. We'll be JBL Travel Group / Cruise Planners, or Joe Leo / Cruise Planners, depending on how we work that out. The reason why we did this, there's a couple of reasons behind it. We've been in business almost 14 years now. And the old saying is, being in business for yourself, but not by yourself. We joined forces with Cruise Planners. They are the largest travel franchise and actually rated number 1 by Forbes magazine as the best franchise. They have over 2,700 agents all across the country. But what it does for us and for you is it now gives us a 27-person backroom office that's supporting all of our efforts on social media, our websites, and those kind of things. But the good part is this. Our website's going to change dramatically. However, it'll still be jbltravelgroup.net or jbltravelgroup.com because we have them both. Our phone number will still be 732-831-5200, and you still get me. So the website's going to change. And when the website changes, it's going to have a chat feature on there. It's going to have an AI chat robot on there to answer questions. You're going to be able to actually book right there on our website. So if I'm away or you see a great deal, you can actually book right there on our website. You're also going to, those people who are traveling with us are also going to have an app. It's a free app. We'll give it to you for your phone. You'll be able to chat with us, chat with the corporate office. It'll have all your itineraries on there. It'll eliminate a lot of the other stuff that we have to do now. Social media wise, they're going to handle a lot of that. They're going to do a lot of direct mail pieces for us based on our customer lists. There's going to be email blasts that we do now ourselves that they're now going to do for us with weekly specials. It's a very exciting time. It's a great opportunity for me to concentrate more on working with my clients and building our business and not have to worry about all that backroom stuff that takes a lot of time up. And I'm sure Danny can tell you how many hours that he puts in and then I put into our website and doing those kinds of things that I won't have to do anymore. So I'll have more time to spend devoted towards travel. So this change will be coming up. Over the next couple of weeks, you'll see the website change. You'll see things change. You'll see our logo change slightly, not a lot. We have to include the cruise planners in there. But like I said, it'll still be JBL Travel Group, Joe Leo, and cruise planners. I will be attending a meeting at their corporate office in September for 6 days to train on all of their technology, which I'm already started. I started last night training on some of it. It's really unbelievable what it gives us in respect to managing the business. So I wanted to let you know that because I know it's important to all of you if you start to see some of those changes. But like I said, it's still JBL Travel Group. It's still 732-831-5200. You're just going to see a lot of changes, and it's going to make doing business with us a lot easier. And also give you a lot more technology at your fingertips when you book your travel with us. We will still be cruise and all-inclusive specialists, but we're going to also expand that to land vacations in Europe and things like that, which we really never really dabbled in. But this technology gives us the opportunity to do that without a lot of extra work. So if you have any questions about it, whatever, give me a call, 732-831-5200. I'm still going to concentrate on group travel, honeymoons, destination, weddings, family vacations. I'm still going to do exactly what I was doing, but my life's going to be a lot easier, and you're going to benefit. The other great thing is because of their buying power, they get the best prices in the industry, and will have weekly specials going on all the time that are exclusive to the Cruise Planners organization that you can't find anyplace else. So let's say if a cruise is selling for $3,600 on the website, on the cruise website, on our website, you might see where it's $3,600, but for a limited time, we're giving you an additional $200 off, plus we're giving you onboard credit and things like that. So we have specials built into our system because we're so big that will give our clients a better deal than they can find anywhere else. So anyway, once again, this is Joe Leo with this week's JBL Travel Group. I look forward to talking to all of you real soon. Enjoy the rest of your weekend.
Thanks, Joe. You've been listening to the award-winning JBL Travel Minute with Joe Leo, winner of the 2024 Magellan Awards of Excellence. Each week, Joe takes you through the ins and outs of the travel industry and gives you ideas about travel that you never even thought about. If you're looking to take a trip, book a cruise, or a special event, then reach out to Joe Leo at JBL Travel Group at 732-831-5200, the official travel company of Tiki Man Radio. This hour of the show is brought to you by JBL Travel Group, the official travel company of Tiki Man Radio, an organizer for the Tiki Man Radio Escape to Paradise every year in May, where we go island hopping around the Caribbean. JBL Travel Company specializes in cruises and all-inclusive resorts for family vacations, group travel, destination weddings, and honeymoons for over 10 years. You should always take the Tiki Man's advice and travel with somebody you know. Reach out to Joe at 732-831-5200. Make sure you check out the JBL Travel Minute every Sunday at noon on Tiki Man Radio. During Sunday mornings with the Tiki Man, you'll learn something new every week. That's JBL Travel Group, the official travel company of Tiki Man Radio. Go Goaltending Services, our good friends Gypsy Travels will take you out to the sandbars of the Florida Keys. It's time to get off the bar stools and get on another bar, a sandbar, with Gypsy Travels and GTS Charters. And now with Goaltending Services Outfitters, you can get the equipment you need, you can get the apparel you need, grab you some drinks and some souvenirs. That's Goaltending Services, the elite place to be if you're going to a sandbar or being on the water in the Florida Keys. Reach out to them today. Goaltending Services. Tell them the Tiki Man sent you. Make sure you visit the newly opened Goaltending Outfitters upstairs from the Hurricane Hole Restaurant at the dock. GTS Charters and Goaltending Outfitters. There's no better place to be in the Florida Keys. Thank you.
Well, I packed my bags and bought myself a ticket for the land of the tall palm tree. Aloha, old Milwaukee. Hello, Waikiki. I just stepped down from the airplane when I heard her say, wacka wacka nuka licka, wacka wacka nuka licka. Would you like a lay? Hey, let's talk dirty in Hawaii. Whisper in my ear. Kekapuka makawawahini are the words I long to hear. Lay your coconut on my tiki. What the heck a mooka mooka, dear? Let's talk dirty in Hawaiian. Say the words I long to hear. It's a ukulele Honolulu sunset. Listen to the grass skirts sway. Drinking rum from the pineapple out in Honolulu Bay. The steel guitars are playing while she's talking with her hands. Gimme, gimme, okadoka, make a wish you wanna poke a words I understand. Let's talk dirty in Hawaiian, a whisper in my ear. Kekapuka makawawahini are the words I long to hear. Lay your coconut on my tiki. What the heck a mooka mooka, dear? Let's talk dirty in Hawaiian. Say the words I long to hear. There's more. Well, I bought a lot of jungle with my moolah, and I sent it to the folks back home. I never had a chance to dance a hula. Well, I guess I should have known. But when you start talking to the sweet Wahine, walking in the pale moonlight, Okanoka, what I said, a Nakaraka, Sispabaka's hope I said it right. Let's talk dirty in Hawaiian, a whisper in my ear. Kekapuka makawawahini are the words I long to hear. Lay your coconut on my tiki. What the heck a mooka mooka, dear? Let's talk dirty in Hawaiian. Say the words I long to hear. Let's talk dirty in Hawaiian. Say the words I long to hear. Aloha.
This is your island truck driver, Bobby McQueen. And when I'm traveling through the cheese fields of Wisconsin, I listen to Tiki Man Radio. What could possibly go wrong?
I went down to Key West to catch up with some friends of mine. I didn't know what I was in for, but it sounded like a pretty good time. Oh my, you know it sounded like a real good time. We rendezvoused at Blue Heaven. I met their Greyhound. Next thing I knew, and I may be confused, but I think I saw some chickens around the town. I'm sure there were some chickens around. And I'm wasting away in a shake and bake Florida days. Too much fun in this Key West West sun in the southernmost island way. The local said it was 90 miles for a Cuban cigar, but the wind was blowing and I wasn't going to leave Captain Tony's bar. It's too far, I'm not leaving Captain Tony's bar. So I looked around for that streetcar, filled up with desire, but I gave up the chase when I saw the face of the Mallory Sunset Choir. They're not for hire, the Mallory Sunset Choir. And I'm wasting away in a shake and bake Florida days. Too much fun in this Key West sun, in the southernmost island way. I saw the place where Hemingway fought and wept, and the little White House where President Truman slept. I saw cats with 6 toes, they were striking a pose as they were walking out of Sloppy Joe's with 6 toes, strutting out of Sloppy Joe's. Wasting away in a shake and bake Florida days. Too much fun in this Key West sun, in the southernmost island way. I'm wasting away, it's a shake and bake Florida days. Too much fun in this Key West sun, in the southernmost island way today, in the southernmost island way.
There you go. Yeah, so the question is, when can we put our deposit down for the Bahamas? Well, we're working on that. Joe has been a little busy, and you know what? Congratulations to Joe.
Yeah.
And the best part about that whole presentation was that we get better deals.
There you go.
And he's right about the, I mean, I'll tell you, I am currently looking for an alternate way. The social media thing is huge, you know, and I can spend probably 7 hours doing our social media for the radio station on all the platforms, and you know, the videos we put together, and you got to change all that up, and I mean, it's very, very time consuming. So for him to have a company that he merges with that is going to take all that off of his, I mean, his life has just became so much easier, and probably a lot of training involved, a lot of details and how they do things and all that stuff. But the other part that was important is that you're going to get more of Joe, right? Mm-hmm. And I like the idea of having that app when you're out on some of these events or whatever. That way we can just go and say, okay, here's where you go to sign up for your excursions for 17 hours on a bus. Right, Hippie Chick?
Yes.
Yes, and or you know, the layout of the hotel, or you know, your flight information, or when you're supposed to be downstairs and all that stuff. You know, he's having to do all that himself now, so that's going to be so much better for him. And I'm currently looking for that as well. I got to do something to it because it's just too time consuming. But
I see, I'm excited for Joe, but then I see a new logo, which means I got a lot of stuff to change.
I have already addressed that. That was the very first question. I showed it to the hippie chick. Very first question I said to him, I'm like, do you have a new logo? Because we have to change the videos. We have to change logos. We have to do all kinds of things. And, a lot to do.
There.
Every time one of these guys make a change.
Donna says, I have a question. No, you don't.
Yeah, she always got a question. Donna, I have another question.
I picture her being like...
She's so funny.
Remember Welcome Back, Kotter?
Yes.
Horse Shack. Oh, I got a question.
You have no idea unless you're out in the jungle somewhere on a bus with her, with a guide that will not stop talking unless you ask him more questions, you know, or he never stops talking, and she asks 17 questions in a row. You have no idea. You know, that's how she got her new nickname. I have another question. Donna Cummings.
She's looking to gain knowledge.
Yes.
Well, there was a point where she was, and then there was a point like...
She's just doing it to aggravate you?
Let's just see how much we can aggravate him. Yeah. I have another question. I'm like, what are you doing? Stop it already.
Yeah.
We don't need to know about the buffalo mosquito or whatever the hell it was.
She said, Danny, could you be my retirement gig? I know nothing about technology, but I could just ask you a question.
Yeah. Well, it's, I'm the only one that does the... Did we lose it again? No. Okay, y'all are just in the same spot.
We're in the same
I'm like, wow, that's a different angle and bigger.
Yeah. So these guys are out here, they're promoting their shows and doing things. Some of them are very good about promoting, on the Tiki Man Radio page, and then some of them don't post at all, and then they post on their own groups or which does nothing for the radio station, by the way. But what it does, it leaves only me to do the scheduling for all the shows, all of the events coming up, and all that stuff. And I'm telling you right now, the hippie chick can vouch for this. It's an all-day thing.
It is.
And I have to block that time out, and I try to get it done, at night, later at night or whatever, but it doesn't always work that way depending on what's going on. And summertime is here, so now I'm the maintenance guy, right? So I got to get the tiki bar ready and all that stuff. So it's a lot. So, man, I can sympathize with Joe. Like, wait a minute, you're going to do all my social media stuff and all my emails? I'm in. I wish I could merge with somebody and say, I'm going to take all the work off of you. Okay, it'd be great. And really, and that's what you want to do. You want to free up time to be the DJ or be the travel guy that, talks to people and learns better things about how they can make your life better on a trip and all that stuff. That's very important. So congratulations to Joe. That's
Absolutely.
Big. But yes, I feel like there's a new logo coming. Now that we finally got the one on the wall, we'll have to get a new one.
Right.
I saw GTS put out a new one yesterday.
I did.
And I was like,
oh man.
That's what I questioned. I'm like, I put it out as a question. Going, I love the new logo, ?
Yeah.
And then she's like, yes, we've been using it for a while. And I'm like,
well,
all righty then.
That'd be great. That'd be great to let us know these things, because we want to make sure we're presenting things well.
Yes, I love the new logo.
And but it's a trickle down effect. MFG and Alan Jacks Bowers merge. Okay. So now I got to change all the videos and the beginning of video, the ending video, and all the social media posts, which I spent 7 hours scheduling.
And as they say, that is the price of progress.
That is the price of progress. So, yeah, I get it, man. I get it. Not complaining. It's a good.
It is. Yeah, congratulations to Joe on that. So.
Yeah, it's a good problem to have. Yeah, I can remember, almost 11 years ago when I just make a post on Sunday or whatever, so it's a good problem to have, especially with all these shows. And, of course, Callie and them are coming to the end of the school season. He didn't mention this being their last one. I don't think it is. We talked about it, but forgive me, Callie. If you could put in there and let me know when the last show will be, that'll help me out a little bit. I know you told me, but I got a lot of things going on.
Mm-hmm.
Got a lot of things going on. You know, I think we can get rid of those rope lights out there.
No, I like them. We need to replace them is what we need. That's what caused the fire last year.
Yes, we all remember that. Yeah. You got to leave
need to
now.
replace them.
The house is on fire. I'm like, I was doing the show with B-Man.
Yeah.
He was in here doing his show. We were all having a good time. You come in and tell me the house is on fire. I'm like, well, I got to go. Thanks for that 3 minutes of relaxing.
You're welcome.
But they do need to be upgraded to LED.
Yeah.
Those have been out there for 20 years.
Yeah, they have.
You know, you piece them together, they're still working fine, man.
Well, we need a whole new set.
Every year when I'm pressure washing, I'm cleaning the grime off of them.
Yeah, I know. I know that grime on the ends of the rope light. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yuck.
Well, now I got to do the upper deck and get that out of the way and start on the stage and all that. So, but we got about 6 weeks to the party, and if you missed the first video we did this morning, we talked about we're putting dollar bills into we went out to this great bar down in Costa Rica called the Monkey Bar.
The Monkey Bar.
And I've been in a lot of bars that have dollar bills and stuff, you know, and I've never really liked it that much because it smells old and dirty, all that old money. But this is an outside bar. And so, you know, we can put dollar bills up. I took all the old faded down pictures. I mean, they literally disintegrated.
They did.
When I touched them. Had to get the shop vac out. And so we're putting up dollar bills. We've already started. If you are a Tiki Bar member and you want to get your dollar bill up, meaning that you've been to the Tiki Bar, okay? And you're up in Canada, or you're down in Mexico, or you're, you know, wherever you may be, and you want to send your dollar bill in the mail with your thing on it to get your spot, because we're going to have everybody do it during the summer party, which means it will fill up fast. Okay, so if you want to get your spot, you know, then I'll take a picture of it where it goes up, and it's glued up there. It's not going anywhere. Okay, so send it to me in the mail, and send currency from your country. You know, Canada. I think the lights sent what? What is Golden Girl?
The lights sent to replace those that caught on fire were LED. Don't be throwing those away.
Oh, yes.
She sent some lights. Remember?
She did.
Yeah,
She did.
He still has those. We just need
100
more.
feet more.
We need a whole bunch more.
I just need 100 feet more. But I was out there thinking about it yesterday when I was, you know, that's what you do when you're pressure washing for 13 hours. You're just thinking, and you're looking at things, and like maybe because I've got those overhead lights, you know, those string lights.
Yeah.
They light up a lot.
They do.
Yeah. Just don't know if we need the rope lights, but
okay.
That's the only time she chimes in this morning to tell me, don't you throw them lights away.
They are on Willow. I just texted her. They're watching Willow this morning.
Willow. Oh.
Willow, the
Moni
grandbaby.
says she can't do loonies. The smallest she has is a 5.
We'll take a 5.
We'll take a 5. Just put on there whatever you want.
What do you want to say? If
you want to put the date or the year when you were last here, put that on there, and I'll stick it up there. And they don't all have to say 2025 on them unless you want them. You can put whatever you want to on there. The Tiki Man's a great guy. That'd be great. And I'll put it up there.
What you want to say?
I got another dollar bill then I can put up here.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So I can put anything on there I want.
You can. You can.
Just remember, I'm the maintenance guy. Things tend to go away, kind of like old floaties. Okay.
Yeah, old floaties that died.
Yeah, when the flamingos turned into salamanders, well, they got to go. Okay.
Yep.
Oh, did I see Kevin Phelps work his way in here?
He is in here.
Yeah.
He's working on the humidor.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, he is. There he is. He's the humidor master, and he is out there. They had a good time down in Costa Rica. It's good to have them down there. And so, yes, as soon as Joe gets caught up, he's been a little busy merging companies.
Yes,
and we kind of threw that Bahamas thing at him pretty damn fast. So
yeah, you did.
He's been in training classes. Once he gets those dates set up, hopefully they will stand, because that's such a cool thing. If you plan your vacation right, Wednesday to Wednesday, you got a couple of days there, before Memorial Day weekend, and you can really enjoy yourself, take some time off of work from all that crap, at work. Mm-hmm. All that crap, all those meetings and conference calls and video calls. That was another bad thing that came out of the pandemic. Everybody decided to do video meetings. We just get the whole company on here, like everybody's listening to that. They're just signed on so they don't end up on some bad list somewhere. I hate lists. I hate lists.
They'll have all the prices by Monday.
Oh, sure. Well, there you go. No hurry. Donna's got her $100 burning a hole in her pocket. She's ready to put the deposit down. There's 3 places I'd like to go, but some of them don't have all-inclusive resorts. I'd love to go to Aruba, but that's a long flight. But I'd love to go to Aruba sometime. I'd love to go to Belize.
Yes.
And, of course, since the Golden Girl is out there listening, we got to go to St. John's.
Yeah.
St. John's. And St. John's and Belize, I believe, do not have all-inclusive resorts, so it might be something where we could
rent houses
or whatever. I don't know how all that works, but those are 3 places I'd love to go to.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially Aruba. I'd like to go to Aruba sometime.
Yeah, I've never been there.
I know Joe and Sue go there quite often.
Yeah, they love it.
Let's see here. The dates are
approved.
Approved? The dates are approved. Okay. Yay. I'll go ahead and let everybody in my life know. Oh, me. So you gotta live to the day you die, as they say.
Sometimes on days like this, when the mirror seems so unkind, I remember the kid just playing in the Georgia sun, his nose in a mystery book, playing pilot in a magnolia tree, shooting down those enemy fighter planes one by one, just pretending to be Mickey Mantle, hitting rocks in a field by the road, or Napoleon Solo, living the life of a spy. I wanted to sail the boat to Tahiti, want to sing and learn how to fly, racing out of control down some open road, always dreaming and living till the day I die. I remember one Easter Sunday, waking up in a strange hotel. The whole night's a blank and I don't know where I am. In a diner crowded with families, all dressed in their Sunday best. A kid points me out and asks, Dad, what's wrong with that man? Sometimes life just taps you on the shoulder to remind you it's a one-way street. You need to do a post-mortem on the life that's just passed you by. I want to sail the boat to Tahiti, want to sing and learn how to fly, racing out of control down some open road, always dreaming and living till the day I die. Here's hoping that the end comes quickly when I'm a nimble 75, cut down by some young woman's husband who found where I hid. be trapped in a deathbed, surrounded by all of my friends, with time to recall all those things that I never did. It just gotta jump into the arena, roll the dice, take some shots to the chin. You may lose sometime, but hell, you know you just gotta try. I wanna sail a boat to Tahiti, wanna sing and learn how to fly, racing out of control down some open road, always dreaming and living till the day I die. Just living till the day I die.
This is Bahama Mama giving a big shout out to my favorite Tiki Man, Danny Lynn, and thanks to Tiki Man Radio.
Jetson from some abandoned ship, he washes ashore at Trader Vic's, where the A-frame meets with Valley High. He orders a Mai Tai. He sits there in ages, he flips through the pages and wonders where it all went. He really is after that long missing chapter and what it all meant. His heart is beating like an island drum. He dulls his pain, but you're making wrong. Once Lieutenant Cable and he Missioner Tail, now a prisoner in a mental jail. The Wahine Man. The Wahine Man. The Wahine Man. He's the Wahine Man.
Here's your weekly lineup for Tiki Man Radio. Sundays, it's The Big Show. Sunday mornings with the Tiki Man starting at 10 a.m. Eastern Island Time. Streaming live on the Camys Grammy Live Cam from the Chocolate Bar Studios in Harrison Bay. Come over and be part of the show. After The Big Show, it's Tuesday on the Island replay with B-Man and Michelle. Recorded live from Key West. Later that afternoon, it's 5 o'clock somewhere with Rick the Stick. You never know where he's going to pop up. On the Road with Rick the Stick, starting at 5 p.m. Eastern Island Time every Sunday. Mondays from 6 to 8 p.m. Get on the Peace Train with Ed the Train Man, live from Crown Point, Indiana. Tuesday at noon, it's Surfs Up with Callie McCool and the student crew. Tiki Man Radio's internship from Antioch High School in California. The kids are learning how to produce and do their own show. Compliments of Tiki Man Radio. It's the Lunchbox Special with Surfs Up every Tuesday at noon Eastern Island Time. Wednesdays, it's Where the Boots Meet the Beach with Tropical Country with B-Dog and Lou, streaming live on the GTS Live Cam from the Legends Studio in Ottawa, Tennessee from 7 to 9 p.m. Friday, starting at 7 p.m., it's Coastal Confessions with B-Man and Michelle from the Beachy Shell Studios in Key West, live every Friday, having some fun with their friends and sharing great music. Saturdays, take a trip back in time with Jukebox Saturday mornings starting at midnight and going to noon. This is where we open up the massive archives of the radio station and take you back to that old shaggin' music. That's your weekly lineup for Tiki Man Radio. Make sure you tune into all these great shows and keep listening to Tiki Man Radio and have some fun.
That's right. Keep having some fun with Tiki Man Radio. Everybody works their butts off to bring you some content in their own way. So make sure you check out all those shows. You know, I was so damn proud. Another thing that is very time consuming. So if we're not going to be here, which is very rare, you know, that we're not here to switch Jukebox Saturday over. But we do take trips, and we do go down to Key West, and we do Panama City, and we do all this stuff, you know. Everybody gets upset around the world, okay, around the world if Jukebox Saturday is not playing, okay? So I put together 12 hours of Jukebox Saturday. 12 hours of Jukebox Saturday, and I had it all loaded up. We had a test run of this when we went up into the mountains and fishing with the Goldens and the Gartrells up at Tellico last year. And I had it changed. I had it to come on at midnight, and it came on at noon. Okay. So this time I had it come on at 11:59 on Friday night. That way it kicks in. So I was all excited about it. I was laying in bed in Costa Rica waiting for it to switch over because I'm dedicated. And I'm laying there, and it kicked in. I was like, oh, finally, you know, I won't get any hate mail. And then we have a 7-hour power outage.
Yeah, the B-Dog had to come.
B-Dog had to come over here and then
rescue us.
And you know, we had to hook up the route. You know, that's when I'm sitting in Costa Rica. There was a lot of things that it was kind of out of my control down in Costa Rica, but that was one of them. I couldn't do anything about it, but that's when the moment I realized I got to get a backup internet. I got to get a backup internet.
And so,
and that's the good thing about having two, right?
Well, now we have three.
If AT&T was to, you know, no one tells us next door he's never had an outage
with AT&T.
AT&T the whole time they lived here. I said, well, do you have 27 TVs and a radio station? But the good news is, if it goes out, it would roll to Comcast.
Nice.
So there's that. But now I feel like I need to get a backup battery that lasts at least 6 or 7 hours because I can't count on it. I mean, we've had a lot of power outages, and everybody's complaining about it, and I understand that these trees are just falling down because of all the rain. Once people realize we've had as much rain as we've had since 1929, that's a lot of rain.
It is.
So the roots, man, the ground is saturated, and the trees are just falling over, and it's a little bit out of their control. I get it. Still a pain in the ass. But only that kind of thing would have happened while I'm as far away as I can be. And, you know, thank you, B-Dog, for coming over here and hooking it all up and getting it going. But I had him restart the computer so the router would recognize it. And when we did that, then we had to restart the jukebox from a time standpoint of where we were at that moment in time.
Right.
But the old program was still in the station. So it kicked on like Tuesday at 3 o'clock or something, you know. And who was it? Bill Abbott.
Yeah.
Bill Abbott sends B-Man a message. Danny trying to make us think it's Saturday. I'm like, why the hell didn't Bill Abbott reach out to me? I was out here working, and I could have fixed it because B-Man immediately sends me a message, and I'm like, well, and then it dawned on me what happened, you know. So I had to go in and delete it and switch it back. But there's so much that goes into this that is dependent. You know, they used to, all these people here used to say, you know, if you die, the radio station has to go on. I'm like, it just can't be done. It can't be done. There's too many things in my head y'all don't know about.
Trust me, I come over here and he's like, okay, here's what we're going to do.
Yeah.
And, you know.
Tech support is always calm. And
walks me through it step by step.
Yeah,
and
here's what we're going to do.
We fix the problem.
Yeah,
but, you're not here. That makes things a little rough.
Well, what I'm also going to do is leave the remote on. Okay.
There you go.
So if something happens with the other two internets, there's a third one.
That hotspot kicks in.
Gotcha.
Good
Got a backup for the backup.
Yep. Now I got to get a backup for the damn power.
Sounds like you need to get a generator.
Hopefully it'll quit raining, and we won't have this problem. But
I know,
so much it goes into that. But so you guys are going to go to Nashville on Wednesday. Not doing your show. Going to be in Nashville.
We will be in Nashville all week. However, just stay tuned to the Tiki Man Radio Facebook page because we'll pop in and out of there with some live videos throughout the day.
Yeah.
And give you behind the scenes looks and things like that as we can. So,
do you have any interviews lined up or anything?
We do have some interviews lined up. Probably the biggest names that we're interviewing is we got Gary LaVox, who's the lead singer of Rascal Flatts. Akon, for those of you that are kind of into that genre of music, and also a guy by the name of De La Ghetto, who's a Spanish artist. Those three went together and they released it's a perfect trop rock song. It's called Hold the Umbrella.
Hold the Umbrella.
Oh, that was the one you were telling me about.
So they released a single out there, and so when they seen Tiki Man Radio, they immediately reached out and said, we want to talk to you.
We want to talk to you. Yeah.
There we go.
So we got them back there at CMA Fest to be able to talk to them. We got 15 minutes to have a quick conversation and learn about how that collaboration all came together through, artists of 3 different genres.
Yeah.
And how that all came together. So we're excited for that. We have some other artists, a couple of artists that we've had on the show previously that we're getting back in touch with as well. And then the artist that we work with, Matt Van Fossen, we also working with him where he's got some shows going on as well. So you'll see some backstage there. And we'll be hanging out with Mark Mulch while we're there. So we got a lot going on.
Do you have stickers to take with you?
We need stickers.
Okay.
They're in that box right over there.
We'll give you a handful of stickers. You can hand them out to people. That'd be great.
But I tell you what,
good job on that.
We're going to be busy, but I don't think there's a busier person across CMA Fest than Kirsty Krause.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
She is everywhere.
She is everywhere, yeah.
Everywhere.
And Mark Mulch is slowly turning into Jimmy Buffett 1977.
I know. Isn't that scary?
It's cute.
It's like he's morphed.
I like it.
Yeah, he's morphed. But we're looking forward to having them here for the summer party, July the 12th. All right, so make your reservations. You go over to TikiManRadio.com. You really ought to check out our website. A lot of work goes into it.
Yeah.
And click on places to stay. I'm going to be adding a new section to that, restaurants we like.
Yes.
And
put Davis Wayne's on there.
Put Davis Wayne's on there, and a couple of other ones here in town, and some other ones down in Key West we'd like to go to, and places you've got the normal ones that we like, Louis' Backyard and all that stuff, but there's a couple of them that we'd like to go to, Manja and stuff like that. Manja!
Yeah.
I like a good Italian restaurant, man. Can't hardly beat it. But yeah. So good job setting all that up. And are these going to be videos or interviews?
We will be doing video interviews, yes.
Video interviews. So be playing that when you come back.
Yep, we'll be putting a little montage together. I told Lou, who normally puts these videos together, I'm going like, okay, there's no excuse anymore. I says, the Tiki Man spent how much time in Costa Rica?
Yeah.
Came back, and 3 days later had a full video and ready to go. I said, we have no excuse.
That's true. That's true. Now, I do have a high standard, you know. I mean, I go to Costa Rica, I fly back, I bury my mom, and still put a video together for the Sunday Show.
I know. That's what I told her. I said, we have no excuse. There's got to be a video ready to go.
Now, this seems like a high standard, but it's just me being me, you know. She calls it piddling, right?
Who calls it piddling?
If I've got something on my mind or whatever, I'll go build something. Right?
You're tinkering.
And we've been together long enough now that she knows if I'm doing something, like, she'll just leave me alone, which is great. When you finally reach a point in a relationship where they're like, okay, well, I'm gonna go over here and go buy everything at the vitamin store. You know, whatever. She gets free time as well. So anyway, well, that's good. That's going to be fun, and it sounds like you guys are a little more organized than your first time. And,
we have learned a lot over the last 3 years that we've been doing this. So this is year, I think, number 4 for us. So we've learned a lot. So, and the nice thing is we've also made a lot of contacts there, so we can make some phone calls and we can make things, have people to help us make things happen.
Yeah. Well, I think with all the people that, there's a lot of people in Nashville that we've had over here, a lot of people that we know that operate and write music and stuff in Nashville, and, our name is getting more recognized as well.
Oh, absolutely.
So that's all good stuff.
Donna said Bob putters in the garage when he needs a break.
Putters?
Putters.
He putters around.
Yeah.
Let's see here. She made a comment earlier I was going to mention. Let's see here. She was I can't remember all that. Z&G is out there.
Yeah.
Everybody's out there.
The ambassador loves Manja Manja.
Yeah, my favorite Italian restaurant in Key West is La Trattoria.
Oh, okay.
That's my favorite.
Is that the one that we was trying to come up with a name the other day down Nail Tini's?
Yeah, it's down from Nail Tini's.
Yeah.
La Trattoria. That's my favorite.
I can't ever remember that.
Because at Manja Manja, they have a lot of pasta.
They have a lot of pasta, yeah.
And I like La Trattoria because they'll do, like a veal.
It's hard to get a good bowl of spaghetti. Okay. Even our Fazoli's closed down.
I know.
Yeah. They got pretty good spaghetti. And,
if you want spaghetti, you got to go to the Olive Garden. That's about it now.
I don't know if my daughter's still out there, but she worked there when she was in school.
Yes.
And I'd go pick her up after work. So my truck smelled like breadsticks for like 6 months, And at first you're like, oh, cool, she's going to work at Fazoli's. Can you bring home some breadsticks? But then after a while, you're like, I can't eat any more breadsticks. Don't bring them home. Don't put them in the truck.
Yeah.
But anyway. Let's see here. There's Mo. That's a dig. You see that comment? Exactly. All in caps. Okay. Exactly. Couples need time to themselves. That's, she's talking about I believe she's married to somebody.
She is the mystery man.
Yeah, I don't believe it because I've never met him, but
his name is Bruce.
Been told that he exists.
Yeah. Well, after a while, you get people to chime in on the mystery of it, right?
Yeah.
To try to make it even more real. It's not real unless I experience it.
Wasn't the ambassador who's met him? Or
yes.
Somebody we know that has met the mystery.
Ambassador has met him.
That can confirm he exists.
He does exist.
But I was trying to think of that. Yeah, I saw that. Yes, Danny, I saw that. Yeah. Okay. All right. I saw it too. But I was trying to think of that other place that we like in Key West that we went with Chris Bellamy and B-Man one time that
Man, the Cuban restaurant.
Yeah,
hang on.
Never remember. We get there by bike.
It starts with an S. Sebonye? No.
B-Man is out there. He'll send me a text. But that's... And I got to tell you, that little place at the end of his street, I like going there too. Because you can sit outside. You got those little bar stools out there. And we just go in there and get some food to bring it back to the Beachy Shell Studios. Hopefully he'll send me a text and we'll know what that is. But, the NASCAR group are going down to Mexico. Yeah. And, so they're going to be road
El
course.
Saboni.
El Saboni.
Yeah. El Saboni. I had to look it. I had to Google it.
El Saboni. Yeah.
That's it. That's it, though. That's where all the locals go. It's the best.
Yeah.
El Saboni.
We got to make a point to go there next time we're in town.
Yeah, I really love their food. It's fantastic.
Yeah. I got a message from one of our trop rock artists who, there's always that group of people that think that we, B-Man and myself, sat around wait for responses from people to be a part of the showcase. It's not how it works. Mm-hmm. It's first comes, first served, but we are always looking to bring in some new talent or somebody else that hasn't been there in a while or whatever. This year it was Jim Asbell.
Really?
I personally called Jim myself and said, listen, I'm so damn tired of hearing these people sing your songs. you gotta get your ass back to Key West. And he agreed. So
he's coming. Not
only is Jim going to be at the showcase, but he's also going to be upstairs in the Ready Room.
Oh, wow. Nice.
Fantastic.
So if you wait, it's May. June. It's June now.
It's June. Today is June.
If you wait to try to get into the showcase, you've waited too long. You really need to get your name and your band or whatever. And of course, B-Man makes all those lineup decisions. We talk about it and we agree on this, that, whatever, but for the most part, he does most of the lineup, and he's the one you need to reach out to.
Donna has a question. What is the
Donna
lineup?
always has a question.
What is the lineup for the Ready Room this year?
I don't know. Ask B-Man.
Well, you know what we really need? We need a website that has all this information on it.
We do.
Wouldn't that be great?
Yeah.
I thought you had one. Is that your being smart-ass
He's
again?
being sarcastic.
Not me.
Yeah, you.
Let's see here. She has a question.
But it's a good question.
I like when you type in Tiki Man Radio comes up automatically. That's a lot of damn work.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Let me go down here right quick. Hold on, we're going to have a black screen. Don't nobody freak out or anything, okay?
We didn't go anywhere.
We didn't go anywhere. All right, so there's a website. If y'all never seen it before, there is a tab that says Songwriter Showcase right here, okay? And if you scroll down, here's the lineup, by the way, is completely filled up. There's our Thursday lineup. Shanty Hounds, Jeff Randall, Roger Jokella. Roger got mad at us last year. I guess you don't bring in locals anymore.
No, that was the year before, because he was there last year.
Okay. Bahama Mama and the Painkiller, not to be confused with the Painkillers.
Just the one.
Yeah. And just so you know, this is how you spell mama.
Yeah.
I spelled it M-O-M-A.
No, it's M-A-M-A.
I got corrected by that. But anyway, and then the Trop Rock Junkies.
Oh, very nice.
Coming back for the happy hour. We still have a happy hour sponsor available right there. Friday, Mark Mulch, Webb Dillard, B-Man and Michelle. Bob Shealy comes back. He wasn't there last year because he got left out. Actually, he had to change his schedule. Don Middlebrook's coming back. He had such a good time. He's coming back. Jim Asbell will be the happy hour.
That's awesome.
Okay. If you see Jim Asbo in Key West, you can thank me. Okay.
You're welcome.
And Saturday, November the 1st, Rich McGuire, we had a good time spending time with him down in Panama City. Jason Acey, Jeff Dayton, Marty Nickel.
Yay.
Jerry Diaz, 3 to 350. And then we got Beth Travers and the Bigger Boat Band.
Yay.
We got a happy hour sponsor available right there. Okay. And then I haven't updated this yet, okay, but Jim Aswell will be Thursday, October the 30th. Then we got Friday is going to be Darby Ledbetter.
All right.
Darby Ledbetter will be up there Friday. I got to add that. Thanks to Michelle Myers for putting that together with their new neighbors down in Panama City.
That's cool.
Mark Mulch is going to be up there, and I'm sure he'll have Manalo or somebody with him or whatever. More details to come with that, but he'll be Saturday. And then Darby Ledbetter is going to be Friday. So
Yay.
the radio room, and that's what really drives me crazy, because I get these messages from people and saying, well, I guess y'all don't want me to be a part of it.
No,
but you got to reach out to us. I don't have time or patience to track you down, number one. Number two, we're pretty damn busy planning an event. It takes a whole year's worth of time to do. And last week, as a matter of fact, I was talking about this open spot.
Yeah.
And I went into great detail last week to say, I don't want to hear anything from you trop rockers saying that you don't have a spot or you don't have a place to play or anything like that. Remember that whole conversation last week?
Yep.
That was last week. Then I get this message like 2 days ago about it. And that spot's already taken.
Nice.
So there you go. And, of course, we'll be saluting the troops and presenting another check to them for them doing all the cooking of the hamburgers and the hot dogs and all that good stuff.
Thank goodness for that.
So there you go. All right. There you go. Yeah, we really need a website that has all this information on there. And let me see if I can go back to that right quick before we get out of here. There's our schedule. Already got that on there. Already got the 2026 dates for Panama City on there. Okay. Over here is the tab right here. It says places to stay. Obviously, we're going to have the A-lure-ing Getaway, 20% off with code word Tiki Man. And then here, you can click this tab right here that has hotels nearby, and it will take you to the close hotels and the prices, which, by the way, ain't too bad. $109, $109, $114. That's not too bad at all. Key Largo, where we hear us talk about Sunset Cove. You just
love that place.
Click on that, book here.
It's so cute. I love that place.
Takes you right to their website. There you go. Key West, you want to go to the Speakeasy? Well, there you go.
That's the first place you took me.
Yep.
Key West.
You were naked on Duval Street.
I was naked on Duval Street. I was.
We'll have to save that for another day.
Julie was aghast at that crazy story. She goes, "What?
What?"
I said, "Yeah."
Yep.
Yeah.
It's all true
I got
stuff.
naked on Duval Street.
Everybody ought to be drunk naked in Key West at least once in their lifetime,
Yeah.
except for my daughter. She's not going to do that when she goes down there. But anyway, and I told her she needs to get her butt down to Key West. I'm not going to do this forever. So while I'm still able to do it, you need to come along and have some fun with us, right?
Yeah.
Anything else before we get out of here?
No, I think that's it for the day.
Well, all righty then.
Go enjoy the sunshine if you have it.
Yeah, there we go. Well, it's time for us to get on out of here and let you get on with your day. Thank you so much. Make sure you hit that like button before you get out of here. And if you hadn't already, that helps us out tremendously through our YouTube channel and continue to keep growing. We got Rick the Stick coming up at 5 o'clock this afternoon. 5 o'clock somewhere on the road with Rick the Stick. Make sure you check that out. That'll be live on Tiki Man Radio. And we've got Tuesday on the Island coming up next with V-Man and Michelle. I guess I need to download that. Let's see here.
You're funny.
Yeah, there we go. All right. We'll see you next week, everybody. Have a great day.
See ya.
I'd love to stay and play and sing for a while, but it's time to hit the road. Say goodbye, so long, farewell, bye-bye. Andy!
Goodbye to my friends, I'm glad you were here. It's time for us to go and get another beer. I'd like to see your smiling faces again, so goodbye, my friends, bye-bye. Thank you for the open invitation, your kind of laws and adulation. But look at the time, oh Lord, we gotta fly. So long, farewell, baby, bye-bye.
All right, kid.
Hey there now, friends, it's time to go. But we'll return and do another show.
That's right.
When we come back, drop in and say hi. So long, farewell, bye-bye.
All right, Dirk, bring it home now. Come on.
Give me a smile and a warm embrace. Pick up your coat and grab that old suitcase. I hear the whistle blowing down the track. Can't say for sure when we're coming back. So long, farewell, baby, bye-bye. And now we're leaving with tears in our eyes. We'll be back soon, so don't you cry. So long, farewell, bye-bye. So long, farewell, bye-bye. So long, farewell, bye-bye. Whoa.
So long, everybody. Have a fantastic day. Thank you so much for being a part of Sunday Mornings with the Tiki Man. Tuesday on the Island replay with B-Man and Me Show coming up next right here on Tiki Man Radio.